Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you be cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up, put the blood on me face just. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood, under the blood, Jesus, you will cover me. Jump on this. Listen, Christian a fight some things where them not see. Strong old demons and principality. Remember they are the temple. Keep it holy, sanctify, justify, give God the glory. Fighting against three terrible enemy. The world, Satan and myself against me. What the anointing pour it on me and make me trample the devil on it. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you be cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood, under the blood, Jesus, you will cover me. Jump on this. Listen, Christian a fight some things where them not see. Strong old demons and principality. Remember they are the temple. Keep it holy, sanctify, justify, give God the glory. Fighting against three terrible enemy. The world, Satan and myself against me. What the anointing pour it on me and make me trample the devil on it. Say.
Yo, DJ, run them thing back.
Under the blood, me say me under the blood.
Nah, this my jam.
Under the blood, Jesus cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you will cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Like me, I go break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood, under the blood, Jesus, you will cover me.
Hey,
jump on this. Listen, Christian a fight some things where them not see. Strong old demons and principality. Remember they are the temple. Keep it holy, sanctify, justify, give God the glory. Fighting against three terrible enemy. The world, Satan and myself against me. What the anointing pour it on me and make me trample the devil on it. Say that was a motherfucking lie.
Yo, what's going on, family? What's going on, family? Jesus cover me under the blood. What's popping, man? Hold on, let me just get situated, y'all. It's been, man, this square been driving me crazy today. This Sun in Aquarius, Scorpio, Moon square. I mean, a brother is when isn't the lucky Libra all over the place? All right, when isn't the lucky Libra all over the place? What's going on, family? Happy Venus Day. All right, hope everybody has had a lovely one. All right, guys. All right. Okay, let's just get situated over here. Let's just get situated. All right. I'm gonna run DJ. I'm gonna need you to run that back one more time as I get situated over here. I'm gonna just need DJ to run it back one more time, family. All right.
Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you be cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up. Put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, Jesus cover me. Jesus, you be cover me. Say under the blood, under the blood, Jesus, you be cover me. Jump on this. Listen. Christian a fight some things where them not see. Stronghold demons and principality. Remember they are the temple. Keep it holy, sanctify, justify, give God the glory. Fighting against three terrible enemy. The world, Satan and myself against me. What the anointing pour it on me and make me trample the devil on it. Say
Under the goddamn blood. All right. Family, we ain't playing tonight, man. We ain't playing tonight. What's going on, gang? What is going on, gang? I was about to get a shorty over here so I could bust a wine in the name of the Lord. What's going on, gang? All right, I see y'all still taking y'all seats. I see y'all still taking y'all seats.
Nothing I tried, nothing I smoked, nothing I snorted, nothing I drank, no man I did, no one did me, nothing did me any good. Oh Lord, even that the food I put in my mouth wouldn't help me, Lord.
Family, what's going on, beautiful people? All right, we got a lot to cover in a little bit of time. All right, we got a lot to cover in a little bit of time. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Aqua Queen 24. All right, happy birthday to all my Aquariuses. Sister Whitney G. Sister Whitney G, I've been seeing all the love you've been dropping recently. I'm glad the gems are resonating with you. All right, I really appreciate the kind words. That goes out to everybody, family. I've been saying that in the beginning of a lot of my videos I've been posting this week. Y'all been showing out, church, and I feel the love, and I got to reciprocate it. All right. I mean, I pour into y'all pour into me, and we keep it going, family. You understand what I'm talking about? When we talk about community, family, in the name of Aquarius season, I mean, when we talk about support system. All right, family. Ain't playing. We is not playing in the name of Aquarius season, getting our soul tribe together. All right, guys, this is our safe space. We got to protect. You see what's going on in the world, family. We got to protect this here. We got to protect this. Okay? Anybody come up in the church with ill intentions, we got to spot them out. Sister Sacred Owl gonna spot them out first. Sister Sacred Owl would be damn near looking like she finna run down on a nigga in church. She be in Brother ER and Brother Deacon from the hip ear talking about, you see that nigga over there? Nigga, you seen that nigga before? Yeah, I never seen that nigga before. I don't know. I ain't see him walking the church. He just popped up there. He don't got no program. We done did about 15 collection plate runs already. That nigga ain't dropped none in the collection plate. Yeah, I think I'm finna go walk over there next time we pass the collection plate. Yeah, he on out there. I'm gonna walk down out there. You go get that nigga. Damn, Sister Sacred Owl. I mean, regulating. All right. Shout out to everybody in the building. Sister Selfless Tarot 717 in the building. Z with the trees. If you need trees, find Z. I mean, I welcome everybody into the church. All right. I know I have some church members that participate in some recreational activity with that cannabis thing. All right. I mean, you guys be thinking pastor is just a rookie to things. All right. I tell y'all all the time, I used to be with the pimps and the hoes. Okay. I'm not too proud of my past. All right. But pastor then did some things. All right. I know the drug dealers. I know the criminals. All right. But today's a new day, family. But if you need some trees, y'all go find Z. All right, Sister Whitney G. I mean, Sister Dandelion Den. Sister the green dress. I mean, what type of fabric is that, sister? I mean, it's silk, but it's looking too divine to be silk. Is that a new thing, a new fabric? Niggas is nigga, did you find a unicorn animal? Y'all niggas is taking the skin off that nigga. I mean, shout out to you and that green dress, sister. Sister Rebel Phoenix Rose, Sister Casey in the building. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right, gang. Under the blood, Jesus cover me. That's rotted. Yo, guys, I grew up in the uptown Bronx. It's a Jamaican neighborhood. A lot of Jamaicans, Caribbeans. Niggas thought I was Jamaican for so long. When I got to college, when I went to Rutgers University, I went to 3 different colleges. I played basketball. Y'all was all over the place. I'm always all over the place, y'all. And when it comes into, I got Sun conjunct Jupiter in 9th house. I don't stay somewhere for too long. And when I was at Rutgers is like one of the most diverse schools, diverse universities in the world. And I mean, if you're from the Middle East, they over there. All right. If you're from the Caucasus Mountains, they over there. If you're from the hood, we got a section over here. If you're Asian, they over there. I mean, you're gonna find your community at that school. And when it came to the Nigerians, they used to tease me all the time. They used to be like, yo, you're the most American Nigerian we ever seen. We don't be seeing you wear the wardrobe. You don't be knowing none of the songs. Nigga don't know no Davido songs, no Burna Boy. Yeah. We be in parties. I'd be like, oh shit, who this? Like, nigga, this is your shit. This Nigerian music. I'm like, word? What's the nigga name? Davy what? David O? Huh? You said David and the Hose? Oh, Davido. Okay. My bad. I thought you said David and the Hose. I didn't know. That's a unique name. I like that name. I go to somebody's concert named David and the Hose. All right. You had David Ruffin and the Temptations. David and the Hose. All right. Shit. Anyways, them niggas used to get on me all the time. You the most American Nigerian of all time. This nigga do not be representing us. I be like, come on, man. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault, man. I was raised in the Bronx, New York. All right. I wasn't born over there. When I go, I embrace my shit though. I embrace my heritage and my roots. I just be mad as hell when I watch other Nigerians, whether it's for comedic purposes or whatnot, jump into their Nigerian accent. I be like, yo, my Nigerian accent weak as hell. I do a Jamaican accent better than a Nigerian accent. That's why so many people thought I was Jamaican. All right, shout out to everybody in the building. Sister Sacred Hour cleaning up them aisles. Sister Natasha coming in here with that natural glow. She always comes in here with. Sister Neoma, that's my other glowed up Libran sister over there. All right. Unicorn Oracle, rotted under the blood. Jesus cover me. Moon Romancer in the building. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Rutgers. Oh, damn. I went to Rutgers. Damn. All right. Shout out to the Rutgers gang in the building. All right. Under the blood. Jersey in the building. Shout out to Jersey. Shout out to New Brunswick, man. I was causing a lot of chaos over there. All right. All right. All right, gang. All right. I love Godfrey. Oh, man. Godfrey is. I don't know whether to say underrated. I wouldn't say underrated, but I mean hilarious, super talented. And what placement is he? Cancer Sun. The Cancer Suns got the comedy game on deck, whether they are professional comedians or not. Them niggas gonna make you laugh. All right. And the more I've been studying the signs that excel with comedy or have great senses of humor, it has a lot to do with experience energy. This is why I'm starting to pick up that the Saturn signs is funny as hell. Because Cancers is funny as hell. A lot of your Cancer placements. I'm not a big Kevin Hart fan, but he a Cancer. Dave Chappelle is a Virgo Sun, Cancer Moon. I think he's the GOAT. All right, next to Richard Pryor, which is a Capricorn Saturn placement. That's my second. That's right next to Dave Chappelle. I got Richard Pryor and Mike Epps. They kind of be tying for 2. All right, Mike Epps. Mike Epps is what, a Taurus, if I'm not mistaken. if I'm not mistaken. Scorpio, excuse me, Scorpio. I be forgetting that all the time. He's Scorpio. All right. So look at these signs. These signs, Cancer has a huge influence on comedy because they're able to, they take that Jupiter influence, right? Experience energy, mix it in with a little bit of that water, help us connect and relate experiences we've all felt that has impacted us, whether they're sad experiences, positive, negative experience. But what does Jupiter do? It uplifts it. It uplifts it. So it brings it into a philosophical sense where we all have a lesson from that experience. We could all connect to it, but they can make light of it. All right. They can make light of it. So you put that Jupiter energy with that moon energy, guys. Because Jupiter is the exaltation for all my newbies in here. Like, I thought the moon ruled Jupiter. I mean, I thought the moon ruled Cancer. Yes, it does rule Cancer, but Cancer has that Jupiter exaltation. So that combination in their archetype, being able to connect, relate with experiences, but also make light of it, because that's what's so powerful about Jupiter in Cancer generation, Jupiter in the fourth house generation, being able to look at experiences for what they is, regardless how they impacted your subconscious, but make light of it and take the philosophy, take the lesson from it. All right. Very, very, very intuitive placement. And so that's what the Cancer placements be doing. But I realize I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, the Saturn signs be hilarious. Saturn signs be hilarious, right? Your Capricorn placements, your Aquarius placements, and then you Mike up, he a Scorpio. What do these comments got in life? Life be lifing for these niggas. The Saturn placements, Scorpio placements, life be lifing for these niggas. So their ability to channel it into a situation where they could find the humor of it, taking real life experiences and connecting the lesson of, and how funny life can be, and even in its darkest times or whatnot. I noticed these signs can excel with that. All right. And then fire signs, Whitney G said fire signs, man, their expression just be so dynamic. They're going to most likely have a lot of performance energy, real animated into what they do in a comedic sense. You see them signs I named. You got Richard Pryor. He's arguably one of the GOATs. Yeah, Capricorn though. You're not going to see him on stage really jumping around all over the place. Like, from time to time when you're doing your stand-up and whatnot, yeah, you jump into somewhat of an expressive bag. You're on the stage, but you wouldn't say Richard Pryor is as expressive as Marlon Wayans, which I believe is an Aries. Marlon Wayans is a Leo. I thought he was an Aries. I knew he was a fire sign though. He a Leo. Look how animated Marlon Wayans is. Some people might think Marlon Wayans is not that funny from a stand-up perspective, just his material, but his animation, how he acts, his expression, he's hilarious in just that state. So you see just through the element how things start altering. All right. So you could just see these simple things and just looking at the archetypes when it comes into different comedians. I'm trying to think of different comedians in my head, but those are a few great examples right there. All right. You Aquarius is in the building. Shout out, happy birthday to all my Aquarius. Y'all are hilarious. Like Aquarius are one of the signs that I want to say they don't be knowing how funny they are. Or it's not that they don't know how funny they are. They don't be trying to be funny with a lot of shit. So their outlook on things be so individual and damn near outrageous at times. You just be laughing at the way Aquarius mind even think. You laughing at how the mind even think. You start laughing, they be like, what's so funny? Nigga, I'm dead ass. And we be like, nigga, we know. That's what's the funny part. You dead serious. So Aquarius is just hilarious from that point of view. You got first of all, guys, where's the plates? Where's the holy water? Church, you've been playing lately. Come on, church. You know what? Come on. I'm gonna have to go into a little intermission until y'all get it right. Because I don't see no plates. I don't see no plates. I don't see no holy water. All right. And the magic number for today is 2. So let me see some 22s in the building. All right. It's February 2nd. Okay, so the magic number today is 22. We was in heavy two energy today, so it was a lot of relating, a lot of interacting. I know a lot of you guys ran into some opportunities being able to interact and relate with others in some type of shape or form. This was a great day to push out and receive. This is a weekend dealing with a lot of hidden truths, being not just hidden energies, but suppressed energies being able to hit the surface. So we're gonna get into some current transits. Then I want to talk about, go a little bit more in depth on the Pluto and Scorpio generation and how they're influenced by the Pluto and Aquarius transit. And then I'm gonna get into February 2024 influences for all signs. But y'all go ahead and get that right, because y'all bugging. Y'all under the blood. Y'all wilding right now.
Oh, Lord, nothing I did, nothing I tried, nothing I smoked, nothing I snorted, nothing I drank, no man I did.
Give your testimony, sister.
Nothing did me any good. Oh, Lord, even that food I put in my mouth wouldn't help me, Lord.
Give your testimony, sister.
Oh, Lord, nothing I did, nothing I tried, nothing I smoked, nothing I snorted, nothing I drank, no man I did, no one did me, nothing did me any good. Oh, Lord, even that food I put in my mouth wouldn't help me, Lord.
Yo, I don't think that clip is ever gonna get old. I don't think that one's getting old no time soon. Oh, look, I told you. Like, hold on, yeah. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not dragging it. It's just that I don't know. I don't feel like y'all really realize how the first 4 seconds, how she really got mad potential. Like she could get with a vocal coach. Like the O that she opens it up with go crazy when you really.
Oh, Lord.
That oh Lord, you see how she bends the Lord? You see how she bends the Lord part?
Oh, Lord.
If you just keep looping that part, you think you might think that's Anita Baker or something up there. All right? She went crazy in that oh Lord. Okay, guys. All right, y'all. Let's get into some current transits. Happy Venus Day, everybody. Hope everybody's had a nice flow to the day. Hope everybody is in flow. I know, we ran into some square energy today, guys. So it just could be slight friction just because we're dealing with square energy in general. It don't even be mattering where the sun is at, where the moon is at. It's just the fact that the sun and moon ain't really on the same page. Okay, so that alone can show it could be a little sticky trying to get our expression on the same page with how we truly feel about things. Okay, so we got that going on, guys. Sun in Aquarius. Let's get right into these influences, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in Under the Blood. Jesus, cover me. Damn, that shit in my head now. Nah, I'm sorry. I gotta run it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta run it back one more.
Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you will cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood, under the blood.
That say go crazy. That say ad lib. I didn't even peep that before.
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say,
brother, the say, you got to keep that lib for the next track.
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say, under the blood, under the blood. Jesus, you will cover me. Jump on this. Listen. Christian a fight some things with them not see. Stronghold demons and principality. Remember they are the temple. Keep it holy, sanctify, justify, give God the glory. Fighting against three terrible enemy. The world, Satan and myself against me. Want the anointing, pour it on me and make me trample the devil on it.
Say. What them say? Stop playing. Jesus cover me under the blood. Stop playing. You don't play about Jesus around here, y'all. We is not. That's what we not doing. That is what we not doing, y'all. All right. All right. Okay. Shout out to everybody. I just had to bump it one more time because I wasn't gonna be able to get in the energies and really get focused. I just needed to hear that and vibe with it one more time. I really feel like I'm in dance hall right now, though. Free vibes, damn, free vibes. Hold on, let me just get. Hold on, y'all. Jesus, come on, me. All right. Who said they never thought they'll be? Astro Girl Quick said, I never thought I'd whine for Jesus. Listen, they said that brother was in all the communities now. He was chilling with Mary Magdalene. So I think they held some stories out in the Bible. If that nigga was with Mary Magdalene, I know he was in all different type of places. That nigga Jesus was in the strip club. They just don't be trying to make him look bad. I know he took a couple of shots. I know he know about the burning bush, y'all. All right, family guys. All right, so let's get into it. Like I said, a lot to cover, little time, guys. So, into the weekend, guys. Sun in Aquarius, moon in damn, I'm sorry, I didn't even get a chance. I just feel like every time I'm about to start, I gotta bring something up. I didn't even get a chance to say like happy February, happy first to everybody. I know a lot of y'all tapped in to the video I posted breaking out influences for everybody. So once again, we're gonna conclude the reading doing an individual read for everybody. I ain't got no notes, so we're gonna really do this like it's a real reading. I'm pulling up them energies and we're gonna move through them. All right. And I just hope everybody stepped into February in great spirits. All right. Shout out to you guys a little bit. Get a pat on your back real quick. Maybe I want to throw some clapping emojis in there because we done made it through part 1 of Saturn season. Okay. They be talking about all this crazy ish about Saturn, but look at you. Look at your family. I mean, you're present, right? I mean, you're still breathing, right, family? Right? I mean, life is life, but you woke up today, right? All right, so that's just letting us know Saturn is just here to tighten us up. Saturn is just here to make us more efficient. All right, it ain't here to kill us. Okay, so that's what we have going on with that. Hope everybody's in fruitful spirits. If not, let's get into more of an aligned, positive frequency vibration in the month of February. And I believe we're going to be able to do that. Well, as much as transformation energy we got going on, as much Saturn energy we got going on in the air, I think this is going to be a great month for people to really put things into position. A lot of new opportunities because there's so much conjunction energy. So conjunction energies start new cycles, create a lot of new potential for new environments, for new partnerships in different type of shapes and forms. I'm going to upload the video in the morning on YouTube. I just did a little Saturn through the house TikTok. I got it up on IG if y'all want to go check that out. So like I said, I've been all over the place. I didn't even get to upload this Megan Thee Stallion Nicki video breakdown on my Patreon because everything was just acting crazy and I was rushing. So I got some things to upload on Patreon as soon as I get off of this. All right, guys. But yes, we got to keep working with the Saturn properties around this time, family, but I just see so much opportunity in the month of February. All right. So, guys, see if I get a little zoom in, y'all. Okay, just want to make sure you guys could see. All right, under the blood, Jesus cover me. All right, I know I'm about to be annoying with that. I'm sorry, y'all. So we got the Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Scorpio. Sun in Aquarius. The Aquarius energy is the messenger. All right, being one of the air signs, you're gonna jump into some messenger influences, but Aquarius can channel a lot of influences. Aquarius is dealing with the abstract realm. All right, it's dealing with the abstract realm. When we're looking at them 11th house energies that Aquarius is birthed out of, it's connecting to things outside of reality. So that's why the mind of Aquarius in general is really not that relatable. They're an air sign, but their mind don't be relatable because their mind travels places. I like to say the mind of an Aquarius travels to places that our minds are not willing to go. I ain't never meet an Aquarius that ain't trying to go down a rabbit hole. I ain't never meet an Aquarius that once you bring up things from the rabbit hole, they're like, word, tell me more. How'd you find this out? How can I find out more? You know, their mind is going to be intrigued about things that are not common, that are more taboo. All right. So that's why we're able to download so much when it comes into things that are unfamiliar, things that may help with spiritual development, alternative ways. I mean, alternative is Aquarius' middle name. So alternative ways of making money, alternative ways on working on our relationship, alternative ways of navigating things with our career path. All right, guys. So be open to receiving. All right. Be open to receiving. But we got the moon in Scorpio. And Scorpio is also an energy that be channeling, but they channeling energies behind the scenes and in the underworld. That's who Scorpio's channeling. All right. And they're the ones who's learning how to help us walk through the eighth house. All right. That's our guide through the eighth house. Just like I was talking about just not too long, I was talking about Pisces. I'm like, Pisces, y'all got to make sure with Saturn and Pisces that y'all tighten up and become the one that could lead us through the 12th house, not the one that gets lost in the 12th house. So Scorpio's the one that leads us through the eighth house, lets us know, like, yeah, once again, there ain't no light here. So stop tripping about that. You came here for a reason, right? You trying to do some shadow work. You trying to reinvent yourself. You trying to transform. You trying to rise into the phoenix, right? All right. So stop booching about the fact that there ain't no, for all my newbies, if you don't know what that means, get with one of the church members. All right. I can't get y'all up to speed all the time. Like, y'all gotta, that's why the church members is here. All right. You can't be booching this Scorpio talking to somebody that's like, that wants to come in the eighth house and wants to transform, wants to reinvent themselves, wants to do shadow work, wants to uplift their spiritual baggage. But as soon as you get in the eighth house, you complaining like, damn, it ain't no lights. It ain't no, I knew it was dark, but it's like pitch dark. Scorpio, like, yeah, with your Ash Wednesday self. Stop booching. Come on. You got to move intuitively here. You got to move instinctively here. Why you think Scorpio placements are able to read between the lines? All right. This is their psyche. They are eighth house travelers. Why you think when you go to Scorpio and you tell them about their darkness, they're here to understand. Yeah, I'm from the dark. Tell me about your darkness, because I see you all caught up in the light, but everybody got to deal with the dark at some point in their life. So when you tell Scorpio about the darkness, they're here to receive. They're here to understand and console and help you understand how to navigate that energy. But if you go to Scorpio talking about your darkness and it ain't really dark, it's a little gray. It's damn near platinum. It's not even your darkness is, that's your issue. Your rich parents ain't giving you enough allowance. That's a platinum matter. That ain't no dark matter. Nigga got good problems. What your allowance was in high school? 1,000, $2K a month. That ain't no damn darkness. So you don't come to Scorpio with that. You don't come to Scorpio with gray matter. All right. They damn near might not want to be friends. Scorpio start detaching from people. The Scorpio energies, they start detaching from people when they have these friends or they have influences in their life that make little things big issues. That is a pet peeve for many, 9 out of 10 times for many Scorpio placements, because life be life and they understand the real depth of things, right? So Scorpio, they're not the sign. Many of them are not the sign to make little things big issues, and they can't stand. They're very sensitive to people that do that. You feel me? Very sensitive to people that do that. All right. So they can cause, that's a lot of the reason they may go through transformations with a lot of their social environments. This alignment in general, Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Scorpio, is very a transformative alignment, because a lot of things that we may not have been aware about when it comes into our groups, partnerships, who we associate ourselves with, Aquarius, a lot of these things over the weekend may come to the surface. You realize the true intention your business partner has. You realize the true intention somebody you dating, somebody you trying to vet right now. Ladies, you dealing with a nigga, you feel me? The nigga trying to come off like the nigga seriously invested into you in some type of shape or form, and in some type of shape or form, some type of expression or something he does in some type of way throws you off. And then Scorpio, it hits your gut. It hits your gut instinct, and you're able to be like, okay, no, this man is not in alignment for me. He wouldn't have been doing this, that, and the third. If this man was in alignment for me, he wouldn't be telling me that, you know, He's vetting these other options, this, that, and the third. You got to be fully invested in me. That's the Scorpio woman right now. What? You dating other people? And what that mean? What are we doing then? I thought we dating. So what you dating them for? It's like, I mean, I'm just, it's 2024, it's the age of Aquarius. I'm just, seeing like I'm dating. Get that BS out of here. Learn to lock in on your potential. Learn to lock in on one person. What's the this, that, and the third? All right, I get it. Sometimes you got options. You want to vet your options, but it comes to a point when one is always gonna have that energy. All right, if all of them ain't got energy, then whatever. I guess you got to do your thing. Then you got to explore. I guess. All right, I guess. But if one got that energy and then you just want to keep your option, lock in, my brother, my sister. All right, lock in on that person. Fellas, all right. You might get into this week and start realizing the joint you dealing with, she ain't really that invested like that. Maybe you just for fun, man, and that's okay. I think it is. I'll be so conflicted, y'all, because I'm such a partially reformed, toxic person, and I'm growing. So y'all be having to give me grace too when I start getting into relationships. I be needing y'all to give me grace too. All right. Pastor ain't that old now. I'm still learning some things. Sister Amber G, she got that Mars energy. She could tell you about some of this. She ain't finna be dealing with somebody. They dealing with all these different. Is you invested into me, brother? Is you invested into me? All right. I got a lot of Scorpio energy. I wish a woman I'm dealing with tell me like, Boro, I'm dating. I wish. Shout out to that brother Robert Kelly. I mother flipping wish. You better be all locked into a brother. What this look like? We ain't rearranging energies with all different types of people, and then you come to me. When I was younger, I used to be like, yeah, I don't care what she do. As when it's my turn, it's my turn. That's the unevolved Boro right there. Brothers don't be caring about that energy mix up when you're young. You're just trying to get your rocks off. Listen, what time is it? It's 10. It's about to be 11 p.m., y'all. Moon is in Scorpio. Guys, for a lot of my church members that know me, a lot of the newcomers, brace yourself. When we have live sessions late like this, we tend to get a little faded and X-rated. Mr. Nasty Time. Yo, that part of next Friday is steadily mad funny. Like that part is really mad funny. It's Mr. Nasty Time. She was mad enthusiastic in a nonchalant way, like, because she wanted Craig, right? She mad non-enthusiastic, like, oh, it's Mr. Nasty Time. Yo, Ice Cube, genius. Lord have mercy, the Geminis. You tell a Gemini go write a script, 8 out of 10 times it's gonna be a banger. So newcomers, brace yourself a little bit. I've been doing better. I got these substitute words. I ain't that much of a potty mouth as of lately. All right, I've been getting closer to God lately. Okay. Shout out to my church members that helped me, remain tightened up. Okay, but it's late. The moon is in Scorpio. Is only but so much I can hold back. All right. So, fellas, if you find out she not only invested in you, take my advice. Don't let her tell you, oh, I'm just dating. No, date them niggas then. You go date them niggas. Let me go find a girl that's 110% invested into my black ass. All right, Ash Wednesday. That's how we doing that. That's how we moving. Sun in Aquarius, moon in Scorpio. That's how we moving. Where's your intention at with the people that you relating to right now? Where's the intention? Do you understand? Are you aware of the intent? Now, I'm serious now, family. Are you aware of the intention of the people that you associate yourself with? Aquarius, Mars, Scorpio intention. If you're not, a conversation might be warranted over this weekend. A conversation might be warranted over these things. All right. So we got a lot of them energies going on. Aquarius channeling the abstract thought, Scorpio in touch with the underworld. So everybody's clairvoyant, everybody's super psychic this weekend. Everybody's Miss Cleo. The next caller. All right, my brother. You say you want to marry this girl. I don't really think that's a good move for you, brother. All right. Last week, she made some meatloaf, right? Yeah, Miss Cleo, how you know? Yes, because you didn't like it, right, my brother? You right, Miss Cleo, I didn't like it, but you still ate it. Damn, Miss Cleo was good. That's a good psychic right there. How you know this, Miss Cleo? My brother, I'm a psychic. That's why you called me up, right? You're right. I didn't know you was this good, though. Yeah, she made some meatloaf. Seasoning wasn't that tender, sister. Just the seasoning and the tenderness was not there. I know, my brother. Is that something you want to deal with for the rest of your life, my brother? So right now, we all Miss Cleo. We a little bit of Montel Williams energy. Not too much Montel Williams. Montel was more consoling. We ain't in that much of a consoling bag right now. The consoling bag may have been around today, though, because as we can see, the moon, all right, is now 15 degrees, but it's still harmonizing with Venus, that's 13 degrees. So over the weekend, we know the moon is going to be passing by all these Capricorn placements. And that's why I love this weekend, because it's going to bring a new sense of determination, motivation. If you ain't got none, all right, if you don't got a pep in your step right now, hopefully you can access some of that passion with all this passion. Mars exalted in Capricorn, Capricorn already being a Mars influence sign, moon in Scorpio. So the moon in Scorpio adds that sense of intention, right? Transformation energy, aka all the things that we're structuring in Capricorn right now, guys. All the things we're dealing with, resistance and obstacles, with the systems, the new systems we've been building and structuring in Capricorn season. Moon and Scorpio get in here and be like, okay, what's the real obstacle so far? What things dealing with our trauma and our spiritual baggage is blocking us from the things that we're trying to create and build right now? How do we get through that? How we navigate through that? Remember, guys, Mars ain't trying to go around or over. Mars wants to penetrate right through. Okay? So be open to identifying things that's holding you back, attachments, bad habits, desires, holding on to things in some type of shape or form that's holding us back from letting all this Capricorn energy continue to do its thing, right? Mercury, Mars, and Venus all up in there. So today, with the moon harmonizing with Venus and going into later around the early evening, that's when the moon is going to really start separating from Venus, from its contact with Venus, and start moving into contact with Mars and Mercury. All right. So right now, guys, you might have discovered that hidden truth with something dealing with love matters today. Moon and Scorpio touching up with Venus and Cap. A lot of you guys in here may have picked up, whether you had the conversation or not, you picked up your gut instincts, picking up on an influence, dealing with somebody you're connected to, and you just know there's something that they're not expressing. You just know it. You feel it, though, and you may want to have a strong urge to communicate and relate it because you want the Venus and Capricorn. You want to continue to refine the foundation of this partnership. A lot of people right now, you're in getting to know each other stages with somebody. You see an intrigue, potential with somebody right now. This may be the first time that y'all actually got a little deep with the conversation. So y'all may have been relating this, that, and the third. And when it's real, it starts off deep from the rip. When it's real, it starts off deep from the rip. Tell me your life. All right. Tell me your life this first 48 hours. Where your mama from? All right. What's your outlook on relationship? No, I ain't got time for all the what you're doings and I ain't got time for all that soft stuff. All right. What are you healing from, baby? How can a brother help that process? What's your goals the next 3 to 5? Because I need to know how they align with mine. See how that rhyme? Because we ain't got the time. Okay. Venus in Capricorn. So that may be the influence we were dealing. A lot of y'all may have caught today in general by default, and hopefully y'all were able, it's harmonious energy, guys. It's harmonious energy. So hopefully, it's a lot of situations y'all guys may have manifested where, your partner gracefully expressed something that they had hidden, and that's to make the relationship and the connection lighter. It's like, yo, babe, I ain't gonna lie. This is my first time being this emotionally invested into somebody. And I know when I'm heavy into my emotions, I don't make the best decisions. I need you to give me grace with how I go about navigating things with us. At times, I may feel like I need some time, and that's just to keep a healthy space and boundary with us, right? How are we gonna miss each other if we're always on top of each other? Your partner may have came at you with some of that, and you're like, okay, all right. If you feel like that's gonna help navigate this connection in a more positive way, then let's do it. This was new information to you. You ain't know y'all was smothering each other. All right. This brother, this sister had to express that, and now you got new things to work with to refine the relationship. So this is a lovely energy to bring positive transformation. Not even transformation, but positive progression with things dealing with love matters and our connections in our life. But whenever Venus in Scorpio, remember, Scorpio don't do Venus energy. Y'all got to remember that. Scorpio don't do Venus energy. That is a vulnerable energy for Scorpio. Once Scorpio start dealing with love matters, right? Sometimes Scorpio be scared of other people loving them because they feel like they may self-sabotage. They may feel like it's some type of shape for no reason though. They might be the most caring, loving niggas in the world. Be like, damn, you sure you want to love me? This Scorpio, listen, leave the Scorpio because Scorpio stellium Venus in the 8th. All I gotta do is talk about my love life right now. That's all I gotta do. All right, you sure you want to love me? I don't even know if you should love me. All right. Sometimes it's like getting a needle. What's the phrase, y'all? A needle in a haystack. What's the phrase in the good book? Sometimes, whatever the phrase is that difficult sometimes getting the Scorpio to express their love. Man, these are some subliminal lovers right here. And they so nurturing, they so caring. All right. So I've dealt with Scorpio women that didn't have this extra sense of vulnerability from the expression point of view. Not to say internally they weren't going through all different type of emotions, because you know what Scorpio knows how to do as well? They know how to disguise. They know how to disguise energy. So you'll have this man trying to find out what's going on with this Scorpio woman, trying to find out what's up with this Venus in the 8th house, Venus and Scorpio woman. Like, yo, how she really feel about me? Talking to the bros, like, yeah, bro, I don't know. We went a couple of dates. Like, we chilled at the crib. I mean, the vibe is fire. Like, you feel me? I ain't kill it yet, but like, we was kissing and shit. Like, you feel me? Like, we be cuddling and all that. Like, I think I could have killed it last weekend, but I'm not even trying to rush into that. You know, sometimes you have sex, that should start fucking everything up, right, bro? So I'm chilling off her, but I don't know. Like, she not like, I mean, the vibe is there, but like, and I'm not saying she not doing anything. I'm not like, I ain't saying she doing anything wrong. Like, she invited me to the crib. Like, bro, she cooked for me. Like, she made the sandwich, toasted the John. Bro, she toasted the John. Like, not no Wonder Bread. No, I thought she ordered it. I'm eating. I'm like, where you get this from? Where you ordered? Is the deli downstairs? She's like, no, fool, I made this. I said, you lying. So yes, bro, I don't know, but I just feel like, bro, she don't tell me like how she feel about where she want this to go. The whole time Venus and Scorpio woman is every day she losing her shit inside. She's like, oh my God, like, I don't want to mess this up. This is the best nigga I ever had. Like, God, am I doing anything wrong? You think he liked that sandwich? Or he was lying? You know, niggas be lying, God. It's like, Scorpio, sit your Ash Wednesday down. Take the love matter one day at a time, woman, man. But you won't know this. The person dealing with the Scorpio won't know they talking to God about you, nervous inside, feel like they finna self-sabotage, damn near about to call you and be like, yo, I'm done. I can't do this for no reason. Why? It's because the love is coming. I need to cut this off before the love get here. This the Scorpio right here. This the Scorpio. All right? So hopefully, if you dating the Scorpio or whoever you dating right now, if they came out with some true emotion about something, express how they truly feel about something, that shit might have been suppressed for a minute now. It might have been suppressed for a minute. So we want to make sure with this square, it is square energy. Aquarius is out in the world, guys. Aquarius is exploring. Aquarius barely home. You have a lot of 11th house placements. You have a lot of Aquarius placements. You probably moved out the house early, if you didn't go to college, 18, you started working, try to get up out the house. You probably never was, you went to school far from home, or you started manifesting mad friendships with people in all different type of parts of your city. You probably barely live somewhere for that long because you settling and stabilizing yourself different places. So if you have a lot of 11th house placement, Aquarius placements, this is already your life. You out in the world, mingling, shaking and baking. Scorpio sometimes be like, to hell with all that exploration. I need to get all of this inside together. So this is where the conflict comes. Fixed water, fixed air. Aquarius has its own fixed thought about something, right? But when Aquarius be looking at Scorpio sometimes like, yo, you hold way too much emotion now. You be wildin'. Like, you really need to breathe sometimes because it don't be that serious. Aquarius will remind Scorpio that it don't be that serious to hold all that emotion. Let the partner just know what it is. Let them know how you feel. What you scared to be being judged or for being in love? Like, it's an emotion. Aren't you a human? Aquarius. That's why I love Aquarius. They'll. And listen, my best friend in Aquarius. My best friend, I told you, Aquarius number one sign I track in my life. My best friend Aquarius, I be tripping over love matters. So that nigga has always been there at times to make sense of mad. I remember one time, first time I was really in love. Y'all know I be using my same relationship example over and over. I already been in love once for real. I remember one time I was in love. I was really tripping because I felt like my girl loved me more than I loved her, but I loved her. And sometimes I didn't know how to deal with that love. So I remember I told him that, I'm like, yo, bro, I just feel like she loved me way more than I love her. This is my first time dealing with love, saying dumb ish like that. He's like, what's the problem with that? I'm like, nigga, like, it's too much. He's like, so you want her to love you less? Bro, don't you want your girl to love you OD? And I'm like, okay, I think you going somewhere with it. He's like, bro, that's relationships. Most of the time, somebody's gonna love one of them more. Doesn't mean it affects how you love them. I'm like, damn, brother, why are you so young and wise, brother? We only 19 years old. What's wrong with you, my guy? You jumping into your Montel right now. All right. So, guys, that Scorpio energy be tripping, be holding too much inside, and that Aquarius be like, you need to get that fixed water. You need to learn how to deal with that fixed water. Now, they both stubborn as hell. Both of these niggas is stubborn. All right. All the fixed signs are stubborn, though, right? And then when you get into Scorpio, how Scorpio be looking at Aquarius, Scorpio be like, I wish I was a nomad like your ass. Wednesday, YouTube, relax, YouTube, because y'all be doing too much. Okay, you get the Scorpio looking at the Aquarius like, I could never be here and there and there and here and there. I need to be centered into my own space. I need to be able to have my own environment to brew, feel my own emotions and feelings out. You be moving too much. You feel me? But they both have one thing in common. And what's that, guys? Uranus energy. Uranus rules, co-rules Aquarius. Uranus is exalted in Scorpio. So regardless of them having them differences, that's where they come together at, respecting each other's individuality. You feel me? If a Scorpio and Aquarius date each other, it can be so harmonious. So you can't listen to everybody about the squares and the opposite signs. Don't match this, that, and third. They can make some of the most fire relationships. Because one thing I tell you is the attraction and that intensity can stay there. That can stay there. And a lot of the times, making love hashes a lot of things out. Sometimes we cope negative. Sometimes we use sex and love making to kind of, substitute for the real healthy conversation about the problem we having. But a lot of the times, man, love making makes up for a lot. I'm sorry. At least that's my ideology right now at where I'm at in life. All right. You have all these issues. I'm a nigga. My girl talking crazy to me on the phone. She probably stressed out by everything going on this past couple of weeks with us, this, that, and the third. Feel like she's not connected with me. I'm like, I'm coming over tonight, man. I know I'm not trying to have this conversation. I'm not trying to talk about all this right now. You know I'm busy. I'm coming over tonight. I'll be there by 8. I get over there. We get into some love making. We start cuddling after that. We watching Power Kanan. Everything she talking about, she laying on a nigga chest. Everything she talking about is out the window now because in the name of love making. so that is an important aspect into relationships. That is a very important aspect. I think it makes up for a lot. Once you lose the intimacy, once you lose that, you got some problems there. Hopefully, you guys are married with some time in, and you're able to look at you guys staying together as the responsibility that you committed to, and understanding that it affects more than each other, right? If we leave because we don't have an intimate connection like that, it affects our children, this, that, and the third. And obviously, we know relationship gets complex. Like my brother Christopher Joseph just said, the sexual healing. When I get that feeling, I want sexual healing, sexual. Shout out to Marvin Gaye, because I just listened to his album What's Going On for the first time. I've been listening to that album the past couple of weeks. Lord have mercy, I'm so disappointed. This is my first time listening to that album. I mean, musical genius. Musical genius. And but yes, that's what's going on. You know, when it comes into the loss of intimacy in relationships, that don't be happening with the square and opposite signs. That don't be happening. That be happening more so with them sextiles and the trines, because it be strong friendship energy. It's like, yeah, me and my wife, we don't get it on like that, but this is my rock though. I rely on her and depend on her for everything. I trust her with my life. Yeah, we get it on. That our intimacy has died down some. So I'm a Libra. This is my Sagittarius girl. This my Leo girl. Well, I ain't even gonna use me as an example because I'm gonna get it on with mines. But yeah, know where I'm going. Sometimes the sextile and the trines is just super strong friendship energy, and that's why you want to have squares and oppositions in synastry, this and the third, to keep that intensity in some type of shape or form. You want to see the opposites. Okay, my moon opposite her sun. Okay, our Venus and Mars is opposite or squaring each other. All that nice sexual friction right there. You want to see that. You want a balance of all of these energies, when it comes into your relationship in some type of shape or form, right? And there's ways of working that intimacy back. People just don't be patient enough, honoring the commitment they've made with somebody at times. There's different forms of behavior, mentalities, exercises that can work this thing back, especially when the love is still there, but the intimacy kind of left. Yeah, you listen. I think I need to get into. I really need to get into some relationship counseling, but that's what I'll be doing anyways. I just do it through the form of astrology. Astrology is counseling, and it is psychology, and it's all of that. But and guys, keep your notifications on, because I will be dropping announcements for a relationship master class that I'm going to be doing in the month of February. All right, I just got a lot of things in the work right now, so guys, I need y'all to stay on point with that. So y'all could go ahead, grab y'all ticket, grab y'all seat to stand a third, because it's gonna go. We going crazy. It's most likely gonna be a 2-day class so far with what I see. All right, so I'm picking a weekend that's giving us enough time for y'all to get situated before going into it, right? And just stay posted, stay tuned for that. All right, guys. So yeah, that's what Aquarius shout out is 1111 in the building. 1111 in the building. That's how you know the class gonna go crazy. That's how you know that class gonna go crazy. It's the month of Valentine's Day. All right. But Venus is dead serious. Venus gonna be serious as hell this Valentine's. So Venus is gonna be dead serious. So we got to make sure we navigate in our relationship activity serious, and we're serious about understanding the karma and the things that we can do to navigate ourselves into more prosperous spaces in the name of love, in the name of relationships. All right, guys, but that's what we got going on with the square for the most part. Dami, I see you, Dami. All right. Also, like I said, we got all this moon and Scorpio energy harmonizing, right, with the Capricorn placements. So it's bringing some understanding right now with Venus energy. We understand what transformations need to be made to bring more of a stronger foundation to not only what we love that we're building right now, but obviously love matters. And then as we get into tomorrow, Saturn day, is going to start harmonizing with Mars and Mercury. So it's going to be more of an influence on how we can get real transformation going on if needed in certain places with things that we're building and structuring in our Capricorn and Scorpio houses, how we can also, weed out any type of, once again, attachments, desire energy, negative influences, negative habits, 8th house energy when it comes into what's distracting our building process in some type of shape or form. All right. So that's what we got going, guys, with current transits right now. Now, guys, I just want to start talking a bit more about the Scorpio and Pluto generation. All right. Hopefully you guys got a chance to tap into that video I did breaking down Scorpio how the Scorpio and Pluto generation is really going to be the ones most affected by Pluto and Aquarius. I don't know why it took me so long to realize this, because we was focusing so much on the fact that the fixed signs, the Leos and the Tauruses and Scorpios, are going to be mainly affected, right? And it's going to affect everybody. It's just that these are the signs that's catching most friction. And we all going to have to get with the transformation because we all have an Aquarius house. And that's where Pluto's transiting. Okay. But obviously, if you are a fixed dominant, gitchy, ya, ya, ta, ta, titties all in my, na, na. All right. YouTube, relax. Titty, not even a bad word. Relax. We being YouTube friendly. It's 11 o'clock. All right. And the brother do like some tatas. Shout out to Sister Shaka Khan in the building. All right. So that's when we look at the fixed signs catching most of the heat, okay, they're just the ones that's catching the same heat we all gonna catch, but they catching it intensely. They may not get a chance to react that quick. All right. So if you are an Aquarius, if you are an air sign, or if you're the sextile signs to Aquarius, which is Sagittarius and Aries, you guys are the ones that's going to be able to see the storm coming a little bit more. Like, but you ain't gonna be able to stop the storm. You're like, okay, yeah, goddamn, yeah, it's on his way here. It's gonna be here in a few. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Just get the canned foods. Yeah, we got to go downstairs into the basement. Yep. Fixed signs may not really get that chance like that. Fixed signs may not get that chance like that. Things might come left side, blind side, the fixed sign. So that's why we here in church to make sure that any type of attachment energy that we got going on in the Aquarius house, y'all could go back to the Pluto and Aquarius reading and really, go back to understand how to prevent situations as much as possible and work with the energy, right? All our transits is here to be worked with. They don't have to happen. Life don't have to happen to us, family, all the time. We can learn how to prevent things. We can learn how to work with things. There's lessons that we all need to learn. Now, all the lessons we need to learn in life have to be so intense. Life is going to life. There's going to be certain things that we're going to have to just learn to adjust to that we didn't see coming, unexpected occurrences in our life. And, it says a lot about your character and how you respond to things you didn't see coming. It says a lot about your character when you're able to respond to issues, obstacles that you didn't plan for. All right. But with all that being said, those are the signs that get hit harder as far as having to adjust. Those are the signs that get a little bit more of a grace period just by natural positioning and angling when it comes into adjusting to the energy. But we all have to adjust in some type of shape or form. Point blank, period. Okay. So shout out to you, Liquid Fire. Ooh. I like that name right there. All right. We're glad to have you here. If you need anything, Sister Sacred Owls right there. You just go get her, right? If you need a program or anything. All right. So when it comes into the Pluto and Scorpio generation, if you're part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, throw some 88s in the comments. I repeat, if you're part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, let me see some 88s in the comments so I could really see how much a gang is in here. Okay. We got some big shoes to fill this next chapter of our life, guys. We got some big shoes to fill. Okay. And understand, if you're a part of this generation, you already incarnated with some experience, damn near close to a level of mastery, understanding how to navigate 8th house influences. This is a generational planet. So if you have Mars in Scorpio, you also have incarnated with some experience understanding how to navigate the 8th house. Whenever you see these home placements, that's indicating that. So that's getting into a little past life influence in your chart. Off rip, you got a little detriment placement, right? Saturn in the 4th, Moon in Capricorn, Venus in the 8th, Sun in the 7th, Saturn in the 5th, Venus in the 6th, Venus in Virgo, Mars in Libra. That lets you know right here. Oh, okay. I got something to learn here. I really got something to learn. I got to get into alignment, understand how to make things work in this area in its spiritual right way, and not the way I try to impose on making things work here. All right. Now, if you got home placements, Mars in the 1st, If you got any home placements, exaltation placements, this is showing that you's more inclined here. You're more intuitive here. You're more experienced here. This ain't your first go round here. So you get more responsibility because you're more experienced and you have to apply things here. I've been trying to tell y'all guys, sometimes y'all be trying to look what's going on in my chart that got me going through this, that, and the third. Like, I don't even got like squares and oppositions. I don't even know what alignment it is. It's because you're not maximizing the gifts that you have, and God got to get on your ass Wednesday. A lot of us are dealing with intensity in our life because we're not maximizing the power we have. That can lead into a lot of intensity, transformative things in our life. You think God gonna play with you like that, family? And then God be needing to tighten us up so we could realize, like, yo, you be forgetting how hard you worked or what type of experiences you navigated in a past life for you to even have these gifts. And you come down here, you want to play. You want to play with your sun and Mars in the first house and not establish yourself as the pioneer. You complaining about not having help, this, that, and the third. You did so much in your past life by yourself, independently, not needing nothing, and put other people on. We don't want to hear that no more. You established your power, embrace the responsibility. All right? Moon in Cancer, Moon in the 4th house, Moon in Taurus in the 2nd house. I damn sure don't want to hear nothing about y'all dealing with people leeching on me and people draining my energy. You have that placement for a reason because you developed a sense of emotional intelligence, and you also Moon in Taurus, Moon in the 2nd house. You have such a strong intuitive, instinctive nature when it comes into how your energy, what you put into, manifest things in the earth realm from a materialistic perspective, and how you're able to attract resources from it. I don't want to hear nothing about niggas. Bro, I know I got Venus in Taurus, Venus in the 2nd house. All the niggas I deal with, bro, these niggas don't be paying for nothing, bro. They be using a sister. Right now, I'm doing this reading in my room, but this nigga is a nigga laying in my couch right now. Who is that? A nigga you dealing with? No, that's my brother. My man is he in the bed right now sleeping, listening to me cry in his sleep. He probably awake laughing right now. That nigga draining me too. Why these niggas don't give, bro? Cause you don't know how to use your power correctly. Moon in Cancer, Moon in the 4th house. Yeah, I know you got to teach your mom how to heal. I know you got to teach your father how to be more understanding. I know. But you are the anointed one. You the one that bringing emotional stability into the home environment. Bro, what the fuck? What the fudge? I got Moon in Cancer, Moon in the 4th house. My family just be projecting on me every time I come Thanksgiving, talk about where you go get married, where you gonna be this, that, and the third. And I be going back to the crib and that really be playing on me, this, that, and the third. And I'm starting to realize it's really my mom projecting on me because of her marriage went left. There you go. What you just said? What? My mom projecting on me? There you go. You see how you're able to identify that? It's part of your gift. Instead of you just playing victim, you have to work with that and eventually find ways to demonstrate some behavior to your mother so she can understand what she's doing and eventually help her deal with her healing process. You are the anointing one. You are the anointed one. Saturn in the 10th house. Saturn in Capricorn, Aquarius generation. Saturn in the 11th house. I don't want to hear nothing about y'all talking about, bro, I don't know. I got these ideas to build and brand this, and I know I'm known for this, and I got the idea to build in this business, and it's just sometimes the business I take 3 steps up to go take 5 steps back down, and I feel like I don't be having the resources. But you got the vision, right? Yeah, I know. It's just gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time, right? You saying everything you need to say, brother, sister. You're saying everything you need to say. You better get that tough skin going. You better grow and shed. This ain't the tough skin I know. Saturn in 10th, Saturn in 11th house, Saturn in Capricorn, Aquarius generation. Boy, I want to build this business. I just don't want to be on the internet and connecting and relating with people. Listen, you do not sound like a Saturn Aquarius native. You ain't making us look good right now. Is you going to be anointed, be a star seed, and move your ideologies and beliefs into the world and uplift the consciousness of others or not? Just stay in the background so the rest of us could continue to get busy doing that. Venus in Libra, Venus in the 7th house. Taking it, I don't know. I'm not even gonna go into that one. Do you get where I'm going, family? If you need more understanding, you know where the link, you see the ticker now. All right. Reach out to a brother, help you get this right. So a lot of us are dealing with intensity in our life, have to learn all these lessons simply because we're not applying our power. Just because we're not applying our power. So Pluto and Scorpio generation, I know we coming in with experience this and the third, but listen, at the end of the day, it is still tough navigating eighth house influences. And this is why if you're part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, this is why you manifested this intensity early in life. This depending on where you have Pluto, Scorpio in your chart. All right, so Pluto and Scorpio generation, you got Scorpio in the fire houses, first, fifth, ninth house. You came in right away from the rip. Whether it's your environment, your parents, from the rip. Now, Scorpio has a debilitation of moon energy. So it doesn't matter if it's in a fire house, earth, air, or water house, because it has a debilitation of moon energy and a debilitation of Venus energy. Your partnerships, your romance life, and your connection with the mother and family could be the first vessels played out to build that trauma. So you have Scorpio in the first, fifth, and ninth house. You can manifest situations where when it comes into your expression in some type of shape or form, you know, you dealt with levels of some influences of projection in your life. And now you start to build this pessimistic outlook on you embracing the stage and expressing yourself. Now you got to work through these insecurities and attachments with that. You got Scorpio in the earth houses in some type of shape or form. You developed a pessimistic, negative outlook on things dealing with what value you have in the world and how you could use it to build and structure things, and your ability to build and structure, feeling the lack of resource, feeling like you never had a support system with things dealing with building and structuring, having stability in your life. You got Scorpio in the air houses. When it comes into your relationships, you know about having that sibling cousin that would sleep with your partner. You know about having that partner that, you know, didn't have your best interest and was a chameleon, family. Oh man, I'm starting to pick up. I'm starting to pick up some influences from y'all. Woo, Scorpio in the third house. I didn't too many times. I start getting into that Scorpio. Who does my Virgo risings? I start looking at that chart. Oh man, you Pluto and Scorpio generation, Virgo rising. Yeah. What your cousin did? What your sibling did? What type of transformative relationship y'all got? Extreme relationship y'all got? What type of abuse? So I feel for y'all. Scorpio, Pluto generation in them air houses, y'all be having to do a lot of healing and trying to get back into a positive, healthy space, dealing with connections in your life, depending on what type of trauma you experience with early relationships. Pluto in the water houses. So this is a direct impact on loved ones, family matters. You Pluto in the water house, damn near this be air house too, because both what water and air have in common is connection energy. So one thing about Pluto and Scorpio in the water and the air houses may have manifested situations is like, Boro, I was a virgin till 21. The first nigga I slept with gave me something. Boro, I vetted partners so well as a young adult. First relationship, I got cheated on, I got taken advantage of. Pluto and Scorpio air water houses. So why did we manifest that intensity? Why did we manifest trauma in these spaces that quick, so extreme at a young age? Because that was helping us to activate our power. That was helping. We needed that adversary. A lot of the times, guys, we don't know our power. We don't know our power until we run into that adversary. A lot of times in life, we don't know what we're capable of until our back is against the wall. So that's what Pluto and Scorpio has done. Shout out to all my Pluto and Scorpio natives, but this is what you have to understand. You manifested that sense of extreme energy, that trauma, being betrayed, projection, having things taken from you at times, possessions taken from you at times, because it's Pluto energy. So depending on where it's at, things could just be taken from you. So Pluto in the air houses, you start dating somebody, you fall in love. College, you fall in love in high school or something with somebody, junior, senior year, puppy love, this, and the third. Y'all making plans to go to the same college. Motherfucker end up moving or something drastically just unexpectedly move, and the parents don't want you to have contact with them because they don't like the influence you have on that brother, on that sister, and now you're just a freshman in college, depressed. You look good as hell. Everybody want to see what's to you in college, freshman year. Like, yo, what's up with Shorty? You can't even see niggas. You in another state, mentally, spiritually. You like, how they just gonna disconnect me from my mate like that? Pluto and Scorpio in the air houses. I don't even care about, no matter how good she look, I'm still thinking about Shorty. So things could get taken from you. Pluto will take from your ass. Pluto and Mars, Scorpio, they'll take. Scorpio's good thieves now. If Scorpio want to be a thief, let me say that. Now, I ain't just gonna call Scorpio a thief, but the Mars signs, you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them, family. All right, that's all I gotta say. Sometimes Mars don't give a damn, and it's gonna take what it want to take. All right, and Scorpio is why Scorpios is gonna be some of the best criminals. It's gonna be some of the best criminals. And if you look at what zodiac signs probably get locked up the most, I bet my bottom dollar Scorpio at the bottom of that list. And you would think they probably Aries gonna be at the top because Aries is way more impulsive with their Mars energy, and a lot of people that's locked up in jail is from split second emotional decisions, and we can count on Aries and Cancer being somewhere in the top of that list. Then you got Scorpios doing way more crime, Virgo too. Scorpios and Virgos, these niggas, I mean, serial killers, I mean, snipers, I mean, scam artists. You ain't never gonna know. Your Scorpio cousin is sitting on 400K off of scams right now. You the only nigga in the family that know. Don't nobody in the family know. This nigga done made up a lie about a lawsuit. I mean, the Scorpio gonna disguise, my brothers and sisters. I mean, disguise. All right. And that's powerful. There's times Scorpio knows how to disguise for in a positive way, and sometimes, I mean, I don't want to say what's positive and negative, man. I don't want to say what's positive and negative, but y'all get where I'm going. So Pluto and Scorpio generation, you have to understand you experience these type of influences in order to tighten you up, help you understand, awaken the process to understand how to transform and start healing now, right? Pluto, Mars got intentional about what happened in the space. And Pluto, another thing about Mars is guarded. Mars is very guarded. So Mars here, you having a conversation with Aries, Scorpio, y'all done finished making love. We laying in the bed, me and my Scorpio shorty. You feel me? We laying down, we watching Power Canaan. All right. She hear a little sound in the living room. She's like, what's that? She think a nigga breaking in or something. Aries, Mars energy, Scorpios, they be on guard. They ready to go. Mars damn near don't know how to even embrace naps and rest properly. If Mars could get an 8-hour sleep and probably get up 5-6 hours into it. That's why Aries and Scorpios, a lot of the time, they could do a lot on little rest. Sometimes you got to tell your Aries, Scorpio partner, like, yo, relax, get some rest, baby. It's your off day. And you trying to conquer the world on your off day, baby, relax. It's like, yeah, boy, what you want me to do? Stay in the bed all day, boy? Damn. Like, yeah, I want you to do that. So you could recollect your intention, baby. Damn. Okay, so sometimes the Mars energy, they need that. They need that person to come tell them, like, yo, you don't need to take over the world in the day. No, today's your off day. You can rest. You with your restless self. Okay, so this is why we've manifested these different situations. This is why I come up here. Now, in that video, I mentioned if you have Scorpio placements, guys, if you have your luminaries, Sun, Moon in Scorpio, if you have any extra activity in Scorpio, Venus, especially if it's Mars, right? You got Mars and Pluto in Scorpio. This is high level experience here, dealing with the 8th house, right? You got Venus in here, high level experience, understanding how to transmute energies from love matters and transformations with things that you value, people, places, and things, and understanding how to identify negative energy with your self-esteem. and understand what impacts that, what attachments keep you in a certain space negatively with Venus, right? So if you have the sun, moon, luminaries, or any one of the nodes, this is showing some really the south node. This is showing some experience. All right. Mars in here, a lot way more experience. Activity in general, right? You're learning way more and you're applying. Now, so guys, once again, I could put myself on the cross, guys. I'm a Libra Scorpio cuz Mars conjunct Pluto, Mercury in Scorpio. Guys, how many of these astrologers are you gonna come in and they talking about motherfucking abstaining all the time? They talking about disciplining your desires and your flesh and your guys. I got to get off the weed. Before I even got off the weed, I'm projected. I don't want to say project. I had to lean on y'all, family. I had to lean on y'all at times. I felt like I was getting a little tiresome talking about like guys. I hated talking about it. I hated the attachment because I've been identified it a long time ago. A long time ago. Any attachments dealing with things in relationships and being in my lower chakra energies and relationships and just moving out of desire energy in relationships, regardless if I jump into that bag now or I've been in that bag before, it's been identified. So acknowledging it and identifying something is only one part. There's only one part, to the healing. Okay, that's the starting point, though. That's the starting point, guys. And so if you're Pluto and Scorpio generation, a lot of us are leading the way for that right now. A lot of us are the generation leading the way for that. A lot of us are the ones that got to help Gen Z out right now. We have to help Gen Z out so bad. Generations above us, they're not dealing with a lot of these issues that Gen Z is dealing with when it comes into what Pluto and Aquarius about to do to their ass. Because Pluto moves into Aquarius, and now all programs that can keep us in our desire energy can keep us in lower chakra energy. Whether you're a man and you open Instagram and all you see is Ash Wednesday, whether you're a woman, you open Instagram or all your favorite pages is promoting the rose or a new vibrator. Whether it's Pluto and Scorpio generation, we're trying to make all these changes and transformations. We're trying to stop smoking. We're trying to stop drinking. We're trying to just probably stop living in survival mode in different ways. But we realize our relationships are nothing but support to survival mode, support to our desires, enabling these negative habits. So you have to be the one to take initiative to break these cycles. And Gen Z need it because Pluto gets into Aquarius and uses Aquarius to keep us. It's like, okay, yeah, we're going to use media propaganda. We're going to use social media. This is what's going to keep them in their desires. This is what's going to keep them in their attachments, right? The internet. Different groups and communities out in the world projecting negativity in general. All right. So when I mentioned filtering our timeline during Pluto and Aquarius, this is so real. When it comes into Pluto and Scorpio generation, we the ones that's going to have to let Gen Z and even older generations, not so much the older generation, but let Gen Z know at times too, like, yo, don't get too invested into everything you've seen in the news right now. That's what the news do. They project on you. But that's why we're going to get challenged during this process, though. That's why we're going to get challenged the most during this process, because with great power comes great responsibility. So our triggers are at an all-time high now. You done identified your attachments. You done identified what you need to transform in your life. You done identified what keeps you in your lower chakras, what keeps you in survival mode, what your negative coping mechanisms are being a part of this generation. That should have been identified if you're an adult. It should have been identified. I ain't saying you should have overcame it by now. I ain't saying you should have the most discipline. It should have been identified, family. So I want y'all to make sure you keep that in the front of your conscious, because Pluto and Aquarius is going to use every type of Aquarius influence possible to challenge us and trigger us back into different states. And we got to stay strong. We got to make sure we come into church. We got to make sure we exercise in every spiritual practice that we know. We got to make sure we detaching from relationships and social spaces and environments that just enable us. Okay. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about when it comes into this is if you are part of the Pluto Scorpio generation, understanding the activity with your Pluto starts to give you a picture of what specifically you've been running into attachment energy and understand, and now you have to learn how to apply it now. Because once again, if you got Pluto and Scorpio, there's already an innate sense of intuition that you're gifted with, at eventually being able to identify things with your eighth house, with your subconscious, and identify it in others. But when we start seeing what activity your Pluto has, now that's when we start getting to the meat and potatoes of things. So, real quick, Pluto squaring, or I'm just talking about the squares and opposites right now. If it's a conjunction, if it's a sextile, it's a trine, you're gifted using this planet to help aid you in your journey. So if the sun is aspecting Pluto, and you're part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, it's a trine. So that means you are a Cancer sun. That means you're a Pisces sun. That means a sextile, you are a Virgo sun. You are a Capricorn sun. Then you already you use sun energy all day. You see attachments right away. Somebody speaks to you for 2 minutes, you know they attachments. It's in their expression. You see it in people's appearance. Like, damn, look at this person. Energy just looked drained. What are they doing? Are they smoking, drinking too much? Like, what is it? Are they just sexed out? There's a lot of niggas out here suffering from that. I'm not making light of it because it's a real issue today. It's a real issue, and it's impacting relationships more than people know. People want to talk about everything else with what you bring to the table, how the modern woman is acting, feminization of the man, and a lot of that shit. Feminization of the man is dealing with porn, is dealing with sex addiction, is dealing with that. So it's very serious. That's an epidemic going on right now. All right, these porn companies, they watching how long we on these sites, what you gravitating towards, and now you get so deep into that world, you're trying to implement it into your relationship. Now you don't even want a relationship. Now you don't really want a relationship. The rose is gonna get it done. My hand gonna get it done, guys. It's 11:40. It's about to be. We going there tonight, guys. Moon in Scorpio is 11:40 p.m. We gotta have these serious church sessions, guys. All right. We gotta uplift the demon up out of our space so we can get to healthier relationships, healthier connections. All right. So that is a huge issue. All right, that's a huge issue when it comes into men in general, and they need to get on top of that. All right, Pluto and Scorpio, that's a part of the thing they dealing with. A lot of men dealing with right there. You insensitive as hell. You insensitive as hell in your relationship. You actually have options. You don't even want to deal with them. You can't even probably interact with them. Right. So sometimes women are so goddamn intuitive, though. Women are so goddamn intuitive. So she may not know that you addicted, you a sex addict, or she might not know you have these addictions and attachments to that eighth house. But shit, when you try to walk up on her and talk to her, this and the third, her intuition is probably like, this nigga vitality low as hell. This nigga vitality is a low. Yeah, shorty, he be draining himself, right? And you don't want to get up in that space because you're gonna be underwhelmed. Okay, let's just say that. Let's just say that. All right, guys. So listen, man, as we can say, but that's just an example when it comes into what's really killing the masculinity in men right now. And it's really hidden. It's so hidden. They could bring up all these other things, we could bring up rappers wearing purses and sagging their pants, showing their ass to the world. So it ain't even women being half naked. It ain't even women being half naked on IG. We still have grown men sagging their pants. That's where we at in 2024, family. That's where we at. That's where we at. It's Earth. It's crazy down here. It's crazy, and it's not supposed to be right or positive. It's training, and that's why we're here. That's why, once again, I don't even know if we the 1%, because we the ones looking at the madness. All right, it's all different type of things, feminizing, emasculating the man, especially the melanated man. But I ain't even trying to go there. Men in general. All right. So, and that's why I began on hip hop, because it's such a golden tool that could be used to empower, but they attacking it. They taking everything out of it. When we first established hip hop, not to get too much off course, family, when you look at the origin of hip hop, it was a conscious movement, family. I'm from the Bronx. Hip hop was born in the Bronx. It was a conscious movement, family. I don't know, KRS-One and Rakim talking about all the dumb ish we be talking about now. Now I get it. Like, I get it. Sometimes I'm gonna listen to Future, one of my favorite rappers. But when you start just moving into a certain frequency vibration, I haven't even been listening to like hip hop like that as of lately. I'm listening to more love making music. I just told you I listen to Marvin Gaye albums. I'm a music connoisseur, but I'm just saying, when you have your third eye adjusted, yeah, you can have a filtering system, right? So you could be able to listen to Future albums all week. You ain't gonna go out here and start trying to sell Molly and trap, right? But it's so subconscious how that 808 is how that 808 and that context in that music is really programming you in different ways. It's so subconscious. All right. So they're trying to suck the life out of hip hop and make it so counterproductive. And that's what I see it. That's what I see going on. Like I really try not to project too much on artists, because at the same time, a lot of them are really just moving into some of their gifts. A lot of them are moving into certain paths that they were here to do. Some of them are here to perform, be artists, here to get their creative expression out. But when you start moving through the industry, this, that, and the third, they're being used. Like when I look at Ice Spice, guys, my heart I be feeling it, because Ice Spice don't even come off as that. Her aura, her energy, for y'all that really know, like her energy don't even come off like like it looked like she not even that type of girl. I think she had both parents in the home and whatnot. It looked like she damn near educated, and it looked like she found a little hustle to get on. And now the industry is just super sexualizing her. It don't be looking like she's really trying to be on that type time. She's just really trying to come up. So I could intuitively look at some of these artists and be like, damn, you're being used. And some of them be wanting to go back. And that's why they be dealing with all forms of depression at some point in their career. Sexy Red, as much as we want to say she's being used, she is an Aries. So she don't give a damn. She don't care. She's gonna do what she want to do. She's gonna. You probably, before she got into in the industry, she probably exactly who she was, mad or ratchet, this, that, and the third. And at the end of the day, if that's who you are, that's who you are. Like we have to. If that's who you are, that's who you are. But then again, it's like representation is everything. Appearance is everything. Influence is everything. Influence is everything. So to go from our Queen Latifahs and our MC Lights, and this is this in our Lauryn Hills, and then gradually, okay, Trina, okay, damn, Little Kim, okay, damn, and now we're here, all right, to go from our KRS ones into our Tupacs into our, where we want to go, with it, with our Public Enemy, and now we got. I don't even know none of these young niggas, NBA young boy. Do y'all understand anything coming out that man mouth? I don't even be understanding some of these niggas. These niggas need to take an English class. All right, Meg the Stallions and whatnot. And that whole thing, that whole Meg the Stallion, y'all gonna have to tap into Patreon, because I'm not gonna go too deep on that out here. Like I said, I'm about to upload that on my Patreon as soon as I get off. But that whole Meg the Stallion, Nicki Minaj thing, people really think that's some deep personal beef. Yeah, there may be some things influenced there with their personal relationship, but that's all industry energy right there. Meg the Stallion is an Aquarius midheaven. Nicki Minaj is an Aquarius rising. It is Aquarius season. Meg the Stallion dropped that joint during the full moon in Leo. I done seen some posts saying Meg the Stallion must have an astrologer. She must have the astrologer. She's an Aquarius sun, Leo moon, and she dropped her new music video during the moon in Leo. You think she's controlling her drops? The industry is spiritual. The powers that be are spiritual. The powers that be use astrology. The powers that be take the ancient practices and put it into modern times. They call the artists puppets for a reason, because they be unaware. You think Meg the Stallion even know it was a full moon in Leo, guys? Like, seriously. You think she really knew it was a full moon in Leo? She probably don't even know she a Leo moon. She probably don't even know she a Leo moon. Do you think she got input in the production to the video, guys? You think she's standing next to the director like, yeah, I think we should shoot it from this angle? Or what about you think she's talking to the stylist about what should be in her wardrobe, guys? You ain't got no control of that. You didn't sign this contract. Shake that derriere up there. All right. Follow the plan. Yes, we know what we doing. We know it's a full moon in Leo. We know those your placements. We scout y'all spiritually. And that goes for NBA players, that goes for NFL players, that goes for the biggest artists in the world, that goes for the biggest actors and actresses in the world. It'd be a hard concept for people to digest. Guys, the moon is in Scorpio, the sun is in Aquarius, it's midnight. Y'all think I'm a Saturn Aquarius generation Scorpio stellium. So when I'm talking about this weekend, guys, hidden, discover truth, this and I'm being used right now. Literally, I'm literally being used to put light on this. So that's as much as I'm gonna say about Megan and Nikki. Aquarius energy is heavy industry energy. When you're talking about big companies, big associations, industry energy, the fashion industry, the music industry, that's Aquarius energy. This is multiple minds, multiple influences to make up an entity. That's Aquarius energy all day. So, guys, y'all should have your third eye open and just be like, wow, full moon in Leo. Wow, they're both Aquarius dominance and they have all this intensity going on. Wow. Even if you can't plug all the pieces together, when things happen like that, your third eye should just let you know this ain't as genuine as we think it is. It ain't as genuine, and is this beef even that genuine? All right. So that's that, guys. That's that. You got to read between the lines. Got to read between the lines. The industry is death, spiritual, ice spice, the industry plan. Yeah, like these is guys. Like I said, the powers that be. You watching the elections, this, that, and the third. Man, the people that's putting these motherfuckers, these motherfuckers in power. Like once again, when you look at the government and everything, like at the end of the day, it is multiple people that make up that entity. There's multiple people in the White House, but there's a vetting process. You working in the White House, you working for Joe Biden, you know, you're in the election team for you, one of the main role players in these parties and whatnot. Even though you have your own mind and you know you got your own family to feed and you got your own individual thought about the government matrix, this, that, and the third, even though you work for the government, this, that, and the third, you still are vetted. It's just like somebody that's goes to college and gets a job in corporate America. You had to get vetted for that, right? Your energy might not be, you might have been mad you had to cut your hair. You might have been mad that when you come to work, you gotta switch up how you talk. But hey, Boro, hey, John. Hey, how you doing? How's the kids? All right, that's splendid. Gee whizzers. All right. You gotta say all type of dumb ish like that. Yeah, you wanna go I gotta cut my fucking braids off. And I gotta talk like that. Gee whiskers. All right. So you know, it's levels. We can't just say everybody in the government. Oh, everybody in the government. You work for the government. Oh yeah, you down with them. Niggas be talking about y'all. What you do? You drink blood? You drinking that baby blood, huh? It's like, nigga, I just work for Democrats and I count votes, nigga. What are you talking about? No, you work with them. You're part of them. Either you're with us or with them. Ain't no in between now, brother. So it ain't that extreme. It's levels, guys. It's levels. When we talk about secret societies and the powers that be, there's certain forms of information we don't really got access to like that. But gradually, as we get deeper and deeper in the age of Aquarius, that's why they got to throw so much programs and that's why they got to push their puppets to the max now, because they know before this age was coming, like, damn, age of Aquarius is coming up. There's only but so much we could start hiding now. There's only but so much we could start hiding now. These niggas is gonna be in the atmosphere. They're gonna, the whistleblowers is coming, the anointed ones is coming. Damn, look at this Gen Z baby. Look at his natal chart. You think they're not looking at some of our charts, vetting us from that, knowing who's the next the next spiritual, who the next Malcolm and Marvis Garvey? They looking at our natal charts. They on top of it, family. They on top of it. You can't have control of this physical realm for that long and not have such a sophisticated system, sophisticated spiritual system in place. So by the time these niggas that they looking at, all right, keep your eye on this nigga right here, this little Gen Z baby. Let's see if he make it out the hood though, because we know the way we set the hood up, we don't know if he gonna be able to come into his power. That's why they did that. So they keep us in that. Now this young enlightened, you got Marcus Garvey reincarnated. This nigga, the hood didn't stop him. Him not having a father didn't stop him. Brother got it. Brother got the he got the vernacular, he got the intelligence, he got the integrity, he got the willpower, he ain't got no fear. He's masculine man, he a leader, he's spiritually inclined. Only thing he fear is God. The hood couldn't do nothing. All the environments around him, no, he gonna blossom. You think by the time this man starts getting some influence, he doesn't have to make a decision to either become a part of them, because that's what they try to do first. They try to recruit you. It's like, look, we knew you had this potential to be this powerful. All right. Okay, Jay-Z, look, this is what you're gonna have to do. You trying to do this, that, and the third. We see this influence you developing in your community, this, that, and the third. You got to name your group after the Rockefellers. So that's part of the contract first. You got to name your group after the Rockefellers. All right. You're gonna have to get that entity on your that's yes, you're gonna have to get that entity on your energy. All right. And listen, that's what it is. We got some contracts to sign, we got some things we need you to do. So you could go ahead and try to do your little individual thing and think you don't need us and see how far you're gonna get. All right. But if you come over here, all right, we just need you to do a couple of things, carry out a couple of influences, a couple of programs. All right, we're gonna take care of you. We're gonna take care of you. I mean, you might have to, sacrifice a relative every here and there. But besides that, it ain't that bad. All right. Them niggas be asking for money all the time anyways. Wouldn't your life be a little bit better without them niggas out your life? So the rabbit hole gets deep, family. It's hard to hold this back. Being a part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, some of us, this is part of our karma with Pluto and Scorpio. My Pluto and Scorpio, that's my midheaven. So I can't hold this back at times. I can't let what's supposed to be in the dark not be seen through my career, not be seen. I could barely talk about I could barely keep my own issues away when I get on camera. I be coming on camera like, yeah, man, the weed is killing me, guys. Where my Aquarius risings at? Where my Aquarius risings at? Ain't that Scorpio midheaven something now? You can't even keep your issues. I mean, who you are. Don't try to hide nothing in career. You just get used to letting your transparent self be seen. It's gonna make career flow way better. People gonna relate to you more. They're gonna honor that more. And then you try to keep certain things to yourself. No, you have to let yourself. This is one of them placements right here. It's tough here, Scorpio. It's a sextile placement, but everything Scorpio is hidden. So eventually, you got to let your energies, your attachments, your darkness be seen in the 10th in some type of shape or form. So that's that. That's that, family. But yes, that's what my Pluto and Scorpio individuals. You have to understand from a karmic perspective why you experience certain things to activate certain powers and the responsibility that's coming with it in the age of today too. Yes, you're gonna deal with some prosecution. I'm gonna deal with some prosecution with some of the things I'm saying right now. My best friend is an Aquarius. That nigga done told he's Aquarius, Sun, Scorpio rising. That nigga done told me, yo, bro, cut that conspiracy theory-ish out. Teach astrology. I'm like, nigga, you stay in your lane. Now we beefing. Now we start beefing. He's like, they don't want to hear that. You're going to mess up your brand. I said, nigga, I'm not here to be all pretty and perfect with what I do. The fudge. Let me not talk about the occult. I think I'm going to scare away the people that just want to hear about astrology and their sun sign. Nigga, we here to get consciousness moved around in this mother flipper. It is what it is. And sometimes you got to run to a little bit of prosecution. Sometimes you just got to get hung on the cross just a little bit. All right. The nails hurt a little bit, but Jesus came back, didn't he? It wasn't that bad. The nigga rose 3 days after. It couldn't have been that bad. You watch Passion of the Christ, they make it look at that nigga Pontius. I ain't gonna lie, Pontius Pilate, he was wilding a little bit, y'all. This nigga was wilding a little bit. Them niggas went a little bit overboard. I mean, Jesus was done already, and they just kept wilding. It's like these niggas is bringing new weapons. Damn, y'all. What type of gadget is that? These niggas even have guns back there. He's just bringing mad old school ass weapons. And now, I mean, the nigga is. I think he got in some internal bleeding going on at this point. Y'all can relax now. It's like, no, this nigga gonna learn. They're gonna use about 9 different gadgets on that man. Brother rose 3 days after. I mean, the brother rose. You know what, family?
Me say me under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me
Prepare the
under
road.
the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you be cover me under the blood.
Bro, I mean, what does that tell you, family? What does that tell you? We can navigate it all, family. If Jesus rose through all of that, we can navigate it all. All right, Pluto and Scorpio, we need to step up to the plate. So if you have Sun squaring or opposing Pluto and Scorpio, being a part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, this is, you are what? Tauruses, Aquariuses, Leos. In some type of shape or form, in the house that you have your sun in, your expression gets suppressed or restricted or manifests some form of obstacle based on attachments you got in your Pluto house. So it may be certain things that your sun wants to express and demonstrate with its value being the sun in Taurus. It may be certain things as a sun in Leo, you're trying to get in the works with your creative alignments. Man, Leos, I noticed that about this generation too. Pluto and Scorpio generation in Leo suns. You guys are being too lackadaisical about how your attachments is holding back your brilliance. I have too many Leo bros that their potential is not coming into fruition because they can't get off the weed. It's like, yeah, bro, I know I could do this clothing brand, and yeah, bro, I know I know I can make the content. That ain't nothing. I got mad ideas for that. Like, yeah, bro, I know I could take this, stocks and cryptocurrency. I know I could run that up. I done got my stock account up to like 10, 15, 20 bands mad quick, bro. It's just, bro, budgeting the bread for this, that, and the third to cop this and cop. Like, Leos, your creative expression and your visions, at some point, you're going to have to identify how your attachments, wherever Pluto and Scorpio is at, or how the projection and trauma you might have dealt with in your life, especially if you are a Scorpio rising Leo sun. If you're a Scorpio rising Leo sun, you got more projection in the fourth house. Wait, yeah. No, Leo rising, excuse me. If you're a Leo rising, excuse me. There we go. If you're a Leo rising, Leo sun in the first house, but you got Pluto and Scorpio in the fourth, you have to identify how your traumas or how you were developed through projection in the home environment. You were the man, you were that girl outside of the house, but your parents didn't give a damn about you being prom king, prom queen. Family didn't reflect that light. It's like, nigga, you are Boro. We don't give a damn about you being. My mom be at work and she done came up to me like, is this you? Show me her TikTok. She's like, yeah, my coworker said a lot of people are paying attention. What is this? I'm like, this is what I've been sacrificing, building my whole 20s. This is what that is. For real? Yeah, but when I tell you, you just don't understand, but your coworker sees that and lets you know. So it's almost like that type of energy. Like, no matter how brilliant you are, it don't begin reflected in the home environment. And that starts to become a part of some trauma that my Leo sons gotta work past. All right. So, well, Leo risings, but that can manifest with the Leo suns too, just because you could pick up some of that Leo rising life path energy. But so I need y'all to identify that. How's your expression being suppressed because of an attachment somewhere else, some type of hindrance somewhere else? Then we have my Aquariuses. Aquarius suns, a part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation. Your ability to take your individuality and connect it out into the world. What happened? Who made you, who in the household made you feel like you should keep shit to yourself? Don't nobody really care about hearing about your unique ways or your creative ways, your brilliant, out of the box thinking ways of doing things. Who reflected that? Probably not your father, probably not your mother. Your siblings probably did a little bit, but they was into their own things and they probably insecure, so they didn't set an example. So now you got to look at yourself and be like, or understand, once again, how things may have been projected on you in certain ways that keep you from allowing your individuality to be seen in the world. And if you're Pluto and Aquarius generation, there's a good chance you're Saturn in Aquarius generation. Well, actually, excuse me, that was very wrong. I'm sorry. But there are some of y'all that are Saturn in Aquarius generation and y'all Aquariuses. So Saturn and Aquarius generation, a lot of us, we have no choice but to get up on the internet and try to raise consciousness. We was forced to do this. Whether we help and raise consciousness for people through health, through astrology, helping other artists learn how to there's a lot of people in the Saturn and Aquarius generation. You're helping artists to learn how to get their creativity out into the world without the fucking industry. Like, you don't need to go in them doors. You don't need to sign them contracts. You need to learn about marketing. You need to learn how to work the internet. You need to learn how to build a fan base. You need to learn how to build an audience. You need to learn how to monetize your value. This is Saturn and Aquarius now, giving you the independent route when it comes into connecting into the external realm. So Saturn Aquarius, I mean, I'm gonna get on y'all. I might have to get on y'all a little bit more with this generation. Not damn, I didn't even think about that. Saturn Aquarius generation squaring Pluto and I mean, well, not squaring Pluto, but how it affects how we get affected with Pluto coming in, being involved with the things that we already building with Saturn Aquarius. So that's actually something else I have to study up on. But yeah, so that's what the Aquarius need to understand. So that's squares and squares to the sun if you're part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation. Then we got moon. We got the moon squares. All right. If you got the moon in any of these signs, or if you got the moon, if you got the moon in any of these signs, now when it comes into, that's already showing us that when it comes into your healing process, it's gonna get it. You have a lot of healing properties to unlock if you have the moon in these fixed signs. It's a lot of healing properties to unlock. Because the moon is already dealing with navigating the subconscious, your emotions, the past, your Akashic records, memory, things that have impacted your memory in different type of shapes and forms. So if you got the moon in any of these fixed signs and it's squaring opposite Pluto in some type of shape or form. Now, when we're talking about connection, you have to realize how your ability to make connections is affected by Pluto in Scorpio. Are you vulnerable? Are you extra vulnerable making the connection? Are you self-sabotaging making the connection? Do you not know? Are you attracting a certain mate that you know is not good for you, but you keep attracting it and you like it? So that's a tough one right there. It's like, Boro, I always be attracting these type of niggas. Do you like them? I mean, Boro, I came from the hood. Like, I like the rough nigga. I like a nigga that just shake me up a little something, Boro. Not I mean, a shake of the Lord. Not like a, look at you trying to justify the shake. Look at you trying to justify the shake. All right, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo moon woman. That you taking intensity a little too far. You done got projected on with the Pluto and Scorpio, and now you think a brother putting his hands on you it could be done in the name of love. No, it can't. It is done in the name of abuse. That ain't love at all. Stop justifying in regards to what you experience in the home environment. You think that's good. You think it is regular. It's an okay thing to settle with niggas that don't know, have no emotional intelligence. And you think you have to take responsibility for that. Moon squaring Pluto in these signs. Listen, guys, it's midnight. The moon is in Scorpio. We going there. We going there.
Nothing I did, nothing I tried, nothing I smoked, nothing I snorted, nothing I drank, no man I did, no one did me, nothing did me any good.
I mean, do you
Lord, even that food.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say to your moon in fixed placements? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You got two keyword comfortable with making these type of negative connections and didn't identify. Pastor be hella animated. Pastor, what's that? What was that? It's the identification. I'm identifying. All right, it's just the hand sigil for that. All right, align what I'm saying with my hands. Don't focus too much on the hands now. All right, my bad, Pastor. My bad. But that's what's going on with the moons and the fixed signs when it comes into aspecting Pluto in Scorpio. The relationship with your parents, God, it was abusive, and then now it transpires into you making how you make connections in the world. You that is not a red flag in your vetting process. A nigga just cursing at you crazy. A nigga just talking to you intensely in the early stages. You walk in the car, a nigga like, what the fuck take you so long to come downstairs? You like that though. You like that rude ass shit. Nigga is rude as hell. I'll go upside a nigga and talk to my daughter like that. But ladies, fellas, I'm sorry. I know I'm making examples. Ladies, ladies, I just get so used to making examples for y'all because I know y'all be in the building. Sister Ebony, I see you. Sister Inner Work with Lex, I see you. I see you guys in here worshiping and praising. All right. Sister Jasmine. So, ladies, I'm sorry. I just get used to that. All right. And that's why every once in a while I got to jump back. Now, I got some fellas in the building too. They need the anointing too. All right. They need to get sanctified. We all need to get sanctified in here. Okay. You see what emotional abuse is abuse. Verbal abuse is abuse. And the problem is, once again, moon in these signs, you get too comfortable. Comfortable. Guys, we're not going to do the 2024 February readings for all signs. We're going to keep it right here. We're going to keep it right here. We're going to come back tomorrow and finish that. All right, guys? The significant transits don't start until the 5th. Significant transits don't start until the 5th. And I believe that's Mercury. Yeah. So Mercury don't get into Aquarius in the 5th. All right. So we're gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna plan the live and everything tonight. I'll have the premiere open tonight. All right. I just don't want to be too long-winded. All right, guys. And I know this gonna get a little intense a little bit as we keep moving on. All right. But this is needed. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. Okay. And I want to do the readings thoroughly. Like I said, I ain't really make no notes. So I really just want to display the energies and see how things are going to move with the transits. We're going to fast forward to each date, see what's going on in each house. I want to get more in the act of doing readings like that too. For a minute, I didn't know how to work this StreamYard, John, like that. And now being able to, I never liked just having this angle, this, that, and the third. You know, just like not being able to zoom in on things, this, that, and the third. So now that I really got my feel for this, John, okay, I want to definitely start using the visual of the pie, okay? Because I ain't gonna lie, in 2024, I am tired of y'all telling me, Boro, I do not have Taurus in my chart. Boro, I don't have Leo in my chart. That one right there, we're gonna have to cut down on that one in 2024. You got everything in the chart, sister. Look at the pie version. Get off the co-star. Get off Astro Cafe. Them niggas is lazy. Them niggas is just giving you the columns. You got to see what's going on. We all got that here, all right? Shout out to the newcomers. I know it's a process learning some of these things, all right? That's why you got to get with some of the church members, get some extra Bible study in. I mean, brother ER in the building. I mean, devoted brother. Devoted, committed to the word in this church, guys. So as much as y'all appreciate me, y'all gotta appreciate that brother too. All right, brother, appreciate the cash, the donation. All right, appreciate the collection plate. God bless. Boro. Question from a Cancer, Leo Cancer, a friend. What do you think our purpose on Earth is? Do we have an objective purpose or is it subjective? How can astrology help us to purpose, guys? At this point in my life where I'm at spiritually, I don't know everything. All right, I'm trying to become a monk in this point of my life. All right, I'm just trying to learn how to shed ego, shed my desires. I'm really learning how to channel this. It's hard though. It is hard. Woo, woo, woo. It's so hard. I remember back in the day, my homies used to say that song is kind of pause. We're so immature. But anyways, when people ask me, you know, about purpose in this life, this, that, and the third, I look at it like this. All right, this is my perception and belief at this point in my life, which can end up evolving at another point. I'm aware that we're spirits. I'm aware that we're spirits. I'm aware that we jump into bodies. I'm aware that we do this consistently. I'm aware that there's different places to travel. All right. Earth is not the end all and be all of anything. Once we start, you know, getting back to navigating different places, or once some of us that ain't from here go back home or just experience certain realms that align with our elevated sense of consciousness. This is why what we do here is so important when it comes to our consciousness. If you're able to raise out your fleshly desires, if you're able to, you know, identify your attachments, do the real work, you know, in order to do the real shadow work, you know, really understand how to counsel yourself, exercise all resources and practices in order to be in more of a align with more of a healthy frequency vibration, that has a lot to do in what world you experience next. there's some worlds out here that the love vibration is dominant. There's some realms out there where the love vibration is dominant. We're not even seeing all the colors that are able to be seen. We're not, this realm don't have all the feelings and emotions and colors. All right, is limited here. It's the third dimension. All right, this is the last physical dimension. Once we start tapping into more of our higher bodies, which are being born and crystallized as we speak, as above, so below. So don't just think, this is the only plane that you're existing in. It's just that you may not have like that body crystallized yet in them higher planes. All right. But there's all different type of frequency vibration. There's lower demonic, more demonic realms than this realm. This realm demonic as hell, family. I'm sorry. It's Moon and Scorpio. I might have some newcomers in here. They ain't used to occult like shit. You try to just think this is straight astrology. No, there's a huge blend of occultism here, guys. I'm Saturn's favorite nephew. That nigga, my uncle, is heavy into the occult. If anything, he damn near ruled the occult. All the powers that be in the realm, they worship him like a mug. All right. And there's a reason they worship him in the world, in this realm, because he that powerful here. So that's why we channeling his energy like a mug here too. All right. Listen, that's the powers that be trying to be in spiritual. There's a spiritual warfare going on in these streets. If you haven't noticed. So anybody that don't know how to use spirituality as a tool to navigate the experience here, as we continue, as the ages progress, I don't even know if Earth is going to stay alive by the point age of Aquarius is over. This might be the last age because Earth is dying right now. So with all that being, like, Earth is on its last legs. So when it comes into people now understand how to use spirituality, the channel, like, yeah, we keep saying, yeah, we get into bodies to experience, and eventually you're going to run into your awakening, or eventually you're going to remember what you're here to do. But you don't want to keep doing that on Earth for too long. It ain't going to be that many lifetimes left for you to do that in Earth. And you ain't going to be wanting to come down here once this thing dead. That is not something you're going to want to experience, being in a realm that ain't got no life. But anyways, the fact that I know we're spirits and bodies, and, we've been doing this. We were in a body before the body we're in now. We're going to go into another body, whether it's back in this third dimension or whether we're able to finally get into our crystallized fourth dimension body in some type of shape or form. Regardless, I'm aware that spirit want to experience. That's why it wants to jump into these realms. That's why it wants to jump into these bodies, these spaceships, if you will. So with me understanding that spirit wants to experience, what comes with experiencing? Learning and creation. So I believe the purpose of life is to experiment, experience as much as you can, and create as much as you can. That's what's going to expand the consciousness of your frequency vibration. I got into this realm. I created this. I created that. I didn't stay too stagnant in this area of life. I allowed myself to evolve and graduate and do something new. When I got into when I actually manifested something that I seen myself manifesting, which is one of the most fulfilling experiences, if not the most fulfilling experience besides true love, being able to see something and manifest it is like, wow, I really did that. I did that. And when I did it, I didn't stay on my high horse. I kept pushing myself to graduate and see what's out there. That's a very fulfilling experience from my belief. Being able to come down here and test the waters as much as possible. I don't know it all, but I highly doubt that our spirits are content with complacency. I don't think the words complacent and content even, I don't even think spirit resonate with them words at all. So like, you think I did? And first of all, you got to think about all the fighting you do to get into a body. You got to think about all the punching, clawing, pinching, robbing. You got to hustle to get in one of these Johns. They're not just renting these mugs like that easy now. You got to pay a steep price to get up in this mug. So you think we doing all of that to come down here and just la 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 la, hell to the na 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 na. You better get to the creating. You better test the waters. You better let that idea, that dream you resonating with, do what you can to try to bring it into fruition. You better allow yourself to experience the things you're nervous and scary about. You better be able to identify when you're in a consistent pattern, in a consistent routine in life, and your spirit is dying to get out of it. Whether it's a job, whether it's a toxic relationship you don't resonate with, whether it's some type of maybe a physical, even a physical environment you're in, and you need to grow up out of that and see something new in the world. Spirit hate that. That's what spirit can't stand. I know that much. And I don't gotta be sad guru to understand that. All I gotta do is stay at a job that I don't like for that long. And my feelings and emotions and thoughts will tell me that. All I gotta do is try to connect with a woman that I don't really resonate with in the name of flesh and force myself to act like I really like her and I'm comfortable in this situation. Then my feelings and emotions and my thoughts will remind me of that. All I got to do is keep sleeping on my creative abilities and my dreams and my imagination and get mad that my life feels so condensed to bullshit because I'm not putting no life into my dreams and visions. My feelings and thoughts and emotions will remind me of that. So it don't take that long for spirit to start giving you them signals. So when it comes into the purpose of life, I simply believe we're here to create an experience, and that's what's going to be fulfilling. You got to think about it, guys. What is fulfilling to you in a healthy way? What is fulfilling to you, guys? Ain't a healthy connection with somebody fulfilling? Don't you get high off of, and I'm not even saying being in extreme love with somebody. I mean, it could be the honeymoon phases. Don't you get so high connecting with somebody and there's so much potential of how your thoughts and feelings is in alignment with this person, and you just you getting butterflies? Ain't that fulfilling? True connection in an experience. When you take something that you've seen, guys, you had a goal. It could be a mile to a major thing, family. You had a weight loss goal. You had a goal to come in the top 100 in a marathon. You had a goal to get this score in the SAT. You had this goal to get into these schools and these colleges. You had a goal to do certain things people in your family lineage couldn't do. You had a goal with building a brand or a business. Whatever it may, you had a goal to start a family. When you actually manifested that, when what you were, the thing you was imagining on, dreaming on, envisioning, the thing that you couldn't, no matter if you even tried to, you couldn't get off your heart and your mind and your spirit. When you finally got a taste of that, when you finally brought that into fruition, how fulfilling was that, family? So that lets you know right there. These are little indicators right there to start helping you understand purpose. Purpose. All right, guys. So that's that. Great question, ER. Great question. My brother, devoted brother. I mean, sorry, I was missing a lot of collection plates in my previous live streams. I don't know how, but I'm a Cap Moon rising. That's not my nature now. All right, but sometimes we get so deep into the word, y'all be playing what I'm saying. The brother being used up here, just like y'all being used in different ways. Sometimes we get too deep into how we getting used. God said, "To the hell with the plate. Teach, brother. I mean, connect, enlighten, circulate that energy in the church, brother." All right. Shout out to you, Aquarius Theory. Appreciate the collection play. You be dropping gems, bro. Got to show love. Keep tapping into the occult. It's so much we have to rediscover for our people. And I love that you said rediscover, family. I love that you say rediscover, because in the age of Aquarius, all we doing is getting back to our old ways in a more refined way. It's spirituality 2.0. We talking about all these people, the Anunnaki, and we learning about all these ancient civilizations that we derive from this, that, and the third. What makes you think we not those people? We keep talking about these ancient civilizations, this, that, and the third, as if reincarnation ain't a thing. What makes you think we are not from these lineages? And we're not here to get busy. What do you think a star seed is? What do you think an indigo child is? Think it just poofed from the air? No, there's some ancestry behind these things, behind these entities, behind these spirits. That's us. That's us. That's why we're here. This is why we have to be adamant about pushing our creativity into the world. This is why we have to be serious and devoted and make it a responsibility to experiment and experience, because this is how we get on the same page, family. How are we going to find each other? How are we going to find each other if we're not stepping into our gifts? They don't want us to find each other. They don't want that, because strength is in numbers. The whole world could overturn the system overnight. All the fuck we got to do is say fuck work. All we got to say, nigga, we ain't paying. Is the first, don't nobody pay mortgage this month. We just need 60% of the world to do that. We don't even need the whole 100. We might just need 40. System overturned. Utopia born in a week. All right. We just need 40% of niggas to say mother flip mortgage. We're gonna jump. Listen. Y'all gonna have us jump into our Orlando Brown bag. We have to pay for fruits. The thing God put here for free. Yeah, I gotta do a chart breakdown on that nigga. That nigga is hilarious. We have to pay for fruits and vegetables. The thing God put here for free. Water. Yo. Oh my God. Hilarious, brother. Half crazy, half enlightened. Or I don't even know if that makes sense, because when you're enlightened, you're damn near crazy. So at least in this realm, with this backward ass realm we live in. All right. So that shit was hilarious, y'all. That's Brittany. I see your sister. That shit was hilarious. All right. I need to finish that interview. I was just so engaged the whole time with his mannerisms, with his ways of thinking. I wouldn't be surprised if he has some type of strong Uranus influences in his chart. I think he has Sag, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got some Scorpio placements, strong Aquarius placements. I mean, I damn near bet my bottom dollar. I never looked at his chart before, family. I just think I looked up his sun, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to pull that up right now and get too far off that. But so back to let's finish strong about Pluto and Scorpio natives. All right. And where the triggers is coming from and where you're gonna evolve, how the Pluto Aquarius is used to help you evolve. Okay. Now remember, if you're not a part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, all right, if you're not part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, but you still have dominant fixed placements, you still need to be listening to this. One second, y'all. Let me just fill up my water. Actually, y'all, let me fill up my water and take a number one, because I've been drinking a lot of water. All right, 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Sorry.
In the morning when me wake up, and the blood of Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you will cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood of Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood of Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood. Under the blood, me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you will cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood of Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood of Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood, under the blood, Jesus, you will cover me. Jump on this. Listen. Christian a fight some things with them not see. Stronghold demons and principality. My body at the temple, keep it holy, sanctify, justify, give God the glory. Fighting against three terrible enemy. The world, Satan and myself.
All right, family. Under the blood. Under the blood. That is a bop right there, man. Damn, that's a tune. I need to get that brother in my church. We need to do a collab. Shit, I want to get on a track. I got a verse for that. Me see me under the blood. Borough cover them under the blood. Me church, me cover them under the blood. holy water, mix it up with blood. Me take a liquor and sprinkle on the blood. All right. But all right, so let's get back into it. So guys, that's what my moons is dealing with for the most part. Learning how to embrace making the connection. So if you're a moon in Leo, reacting to how you really feel and being able to display that, because moon in Leo energy is dealing with placing the emotions into the light in some type of shape or form. So you're gonna have to learn how to get into your big girl, big boy pants and see what type of attachments, what type of trauma you done dealt with in your life that you refrain from placing how you truly feel. That's such a vulnerable thing for you to do, moon in Leo. It's like, damn, Bora, why my girl need to know I love her? She does what she do. I pick her up from work. We got our own relationship. Like, you asking too much of a brother right now. I don't need to do all that to have my girl in check. Leos be fake controlling a little bit. Leos be a little controlling. That's why me and the Leo woman, I be liking the vibe with me and the Leo woman, but I don't be trying to project and be having a negative. I don't be trying to have a negative outlook of what's about to come. But I just know sooner or later, this woman might have a little bit too much of an aggressive approach onto how she think I should be acting about something in some type of way. I'd be like, damn, I don't know. Like, Bora, expressing yourself and I need words of affirmation. I need attention, Bora. All right, I got a lot of Saturn energy. So what we finna do? Somebody gonna have to move with some humility. And I don't think it's me, Leo woman, lady, that I like, but it's stressing me out right now. All right. So that's what's going on with the Leo moons. All right. You gotta have to learn how to identify what makes you feel so emotionally vulnerable when it comes into displaying your feelings and emotions into the world, or displaying the emotion for the creative endeavor that you really inside as a Leo moon. This is another thing that be hurting me when I deal with my Leo moons. I'm just downloading too much right now. Damn. And I'm picking up on too much of your energy. So I can't be on here too long. It's gonna start doing a toll on the brother. But Leo moons, y'all be discouraged me a bit. And I get it. Life is life, and that's why we're here talking about these things. But Leo moons, your heart be in creativity. So to see y'all not be invested, y'all killing yourselves, spiritually speaking, figuratively speaking. Your heart is invested into something with creativity, and a lot of the fulfillment you manifest in life is being able to bring enlightenment to others, bring awareness to others. The Leo sons don't gotta worry about this. Leo sons may have certain issues with their sun. Maybe a sun square, sun opposite Saturn. They part of Saturn Aquarius generation. Maybe they deal with whatever squares, oppositions, aspects, whatever. But at the end of the day, they're a Leo sun. So their appearance at times can generate attention. Their appearance can manifest the spotlight with them not looking for or being intentional about it. They're just Leo sons. I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra son. I'm abstaining. That don't mean the hoes gonna stop looking for a brother. The hoes know I'm abstaining. They still be trying to see what's up. I know as I'm gonna walk into it now. Your sun gonna appear. Your appearance can't. Your sun sign can't just block off the things that it radiates. That's your appearance. That's your aura. So Leo suns don't gotta worry about that. Now Leo moons, that's the thing. When it comes into our moons, yeah, that overrides the sun, but it overrides the sun from an emotional point of view. It overrides the sun about what you're comfortable with inside. So the moon is hidden though. You don't know somebody's moon until you build an intimate connection with them. Some people right now talking to a mother flipper, doing all this, you thinking you getting to know somebody, and it's just a whole bunch of what you doing. Is just that you don't know nothing about their moon. You seeing straight sun rising. You don't know nothing about their damn moon, aka what makes them uncomfortable, their fears, you know, things that revolve around making connections in their life, their triggers, how they act when they're in love, how their emotions are predicated, how their emotions are how they change and transform and influence when they are in love and connecting with somebody. You don't know none of that. So you seeing straight sun rising, You get into something, you start a situationship, now moon energy all over the place. Now moon energy. And this people with a lot of sun square moons and sun opposite moons get in trouble here. Because you be throwing people off guard at times. And you start making that intimate connection, like, damn, bro, where all that Libra? You kind of detached. Like, you kind of like be affectionate when you want to be. That's that Capricorn moon thing, ain't it? You're just doing things on your own time, just affection on your own time, huh? Busy. You don't got time for a sister, don't you? All right. I'm sorry, sis. It's just right. I'm my heart, my moon is in building instruction. That Libra sun should be throwing you off. I don't be on that type of timing all the time. That nigga be getting me in trouble. That's why I'm abstaining right now. My moon need attention. So your moon be hidden, y'all. You don't be seeing people moon until you start building more of an intimate connection with them. That's why you gotta take all vetting processes serious when connecting with people and you getting to know them, man. All right. And when it gets into Leo moons, y'all be discouraging me when I see y'all not investing into nothing creatively, because all it takes is a conversation and I start asking y'all certain things, and then boom. Sooner or later, y'all just start letting out all the things that you really want to be invested into. You really want to participate in the things that you know could bring fulfillment into your life just by being in the process of creating, let alone the success, let alone the results you want from it. I mean, just being in the studio making the music, not even getting the feedback. Not even getting the feedback. The Leo sun be more invested on the feedback. The Leo moon is more invested in being in the studio creating it. That's what's bringing fulfillment. Not saying the sun in Leo is not getting. Is also these both it's Leo energy, but it's different functions, guys. Y'all got to stop saying this. Oh, I was dating this Leo sun guy, but he was different because I thought he was gonna be like this Leo moon guy. Why you think that? Why you think that? This nigga's a Leo sun. That nigga's a Leo moon. I'm a Cap moon. I do not be acting like a lot of Cap suns that I know personally. We have different demeanors. Y'all know some Cap suns that are not as, probably know a Cap moon that's not as expressive and animated as I am. So you have to be able to decipher the difference between, you can't just say that. Yeah, this Mars and Libra person, but this Venus, okay, two different placements. Okay, this Libra sun and this Libra rise, two different placements. All right. So the moon in Leo, you guys have to break whatever barrier you have just to get yourself into the process of feeling fulfilled, being in the creative act. All right. That keeps your blood circulating. All right. It keeps your heart pumping. Okay. Now, you got that going on with the moon in Leo, then the moon in Taurus person. Now, moon in Taurus, you have so much power in this realm. It's not even fun. All right. And because you have this much power, now you're going to be going through it. You're going to be going through it. You're going to be challenged. You're one of the placements. If I have to pick top 5 placements, name top 5 placements is going to be triggered the most when it comes into Pluto and Aquarius. You're definitely top 5. You have potential to be one. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the moon is exalted in Taurus, so it comes with a lot of intuitiveness and damn near direct access to resources revolving around your value system. So for all my parents out here, you got Taurus moon children. When it comes into having your child understand what positive, negative values are, but also allowing them to build a connection with something that they're creatively invested into. Your child tells you have a Taurus moon child and they're telling you, Ma, I don't know about college because of this, that, and the third. Because it can't just be I don't want to go to school or whatever, this, that, and third because of whatever. No, because of I see my ability to build this structure. I've always been connected to this. From day one, I mean, this should be all children. You should always be able to identify what your child is gravitating towards. Okay, they like the piano. Okay, yeah, piano classes, new piano every year. Okay, basketball. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, this, that, and the third. You need to create that environment for them as much as possible. All right, but the Taurus moon child, they need to understand that their values is so heavy in what they manifest in their life. Because if they have a healthy outlook on being connected to what they positively value, The world is their oyster, being able to manipulate the physical realm to attract the relationships, the support system, and endless forms of resources for them to see the peak of that. Now, when you got the Taurus moon valuing negative things, when you got the Taurus moon feeling, insecure, and a lot of my Taurus moons in here, if you're part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, I can only imagine the intensity when it comes into projection of what you value. You couldn't tell your parent, you damn near couldn't tell your mom or your parents about what you truly value, what creative endeavor you value. Some of y'all had to work on it in a hidden way because of this alignment. And when it comes into the moon is a master manifestor placement, so proper values reels in so much support and resources. Negative values, so much support and resources. It depends what you want, Taurus moon. It ain't about if you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. But what do you want? All right. So that's what's going on with my Taurus moons. And now with Pluto being in Aquarius and you being the square, you have to understand, when it comes into I got thrown off a little bit because we talking about Pluto and Scorpio generation, but it is the Pluto and Aquarius transit. So I almost was about to start talking about it like Taurus is the opposite. Leo's is the opposite to Pluto Aquarius, but it's all friction, is all what we're talking about, right? Talking about really emphasizing the Pluto and Scorpio generation. So if you are a Scorpio moon, Taurus moon, and your moon is squaring Pluto, that's letting you know you might have built negative values. You might have built negative values because of Pluto and Scorpio, right? To the point, you might have started a lot of you Taurus moons that's in here, Taurus suns and moons that's in here. You might have got used before to uphold something negative, right? You knew some scammers, you worked in a bank, they was using your ass to scam. You if you knew some niggas that was into crime, you had access to a certain resource. You was upholding that shit. And you could have got yourself into you might have already, but you could have got yourself into a transformative ass situation in some type of shape or form because your ability to reel resources in the physical realm as a Taurus moon was noticed by some 8th house energies. And that might have been situations for you to start learning how to identify what a positive and negative value is, because now you're realizing I'll be attracting these criminal ass mother flippers or people that could get me into chaotic transformative situations in my life because I'm not placing my intention into positive values. Or I've been around situations growing up that people already always had negative values around me. That's part of your Pluto and Scorpio process right there, right? Learning to let your master manifestation properties flourish in positive spaces and being able to identify how negative entities may want to latch onto you, drain your energy at times. Because boy, don't nobody want to. If you want to drain, don't nobody be getting their energy drained more than the goddamn Taurus moon in this bitch. Taurus moon, Venus and Taurus. Every week, yo, Taurus, I could hold some. Damn, sis, you got all these shoes. Let a sister hold some. You ain't be wearing all these shoes all the time. Taurus be like, damn, can I keep everything to myself? Y'all lucky they like to give though. Like, you know what? You can actually have those 2 pair of shoes. You're right. I don't be wearing them. Like, damn, yo, homegirl's getting mad at you. Getting mad at me because I like shoes. You start dealing with projection. Oh man, it get crazy with the Tauruses, man. This is regular Taurus-ish, so let alone the Taurus moon, let alone the Venus in Taurus, let alone them. Lord have mercy. Okay, under the blood. So we got that going on. So I need my Taurus moons to understand that your master has your master manifestation properties. Have they been drained and utilized by other people more than you? Have you been able to be intentional with your own? Because Pluto, Scorpio, intentional. Have you been able to be intentional? Because that's what this placement is forcing you to do. Moon square Pluto. It's forcing you to learn how to be intentional with how to become emotionally intentional, right? Understand how to direct your emotion in certain places to help build them. Because whatever the Taurus touch, especially if it's a moon and Venus in Taurus, but Taurus in general. Whatever that Taurus placement touch has a lot of potential to grow, a lot of potential to be stabilized, right? So Pluto will put you through all this chaos, through all that dark energy for you to start realizing, like, yo, I'm not allowing my energy to be drained by dark forces and negative entities. It's not happening. I know there's so much I could build and connect. If anything, I'm mad disconnected from the things I truly valued growing up. I used to like playing the piano. Now I'm helping niggas scam. How we get here? Yeah, because niggas be draining your resources. Niggas be seeing your ability to manifest and seeing your access in the earth realm. Like, no, we got to get her ass. Nigga ran down on you in the bank just to eventually let you know he a scammer. He need to use you. Yeah, I got nothing to do with connecting. Pluto square moon. I know this is a hood ass example, ghetto ass example, but I'm the ghetto one. I'm the hood's pastor. That's what I'm here for. Go to I don't know. Let me not even start. I'm about to start really naming astrologers. I might have astrology beef out here. All right. But yeah, go to their ass. If you want something lighter, you need something more, I don't know, non-hood, non-ghetto. I am a ghetto one. All right. So that's what's going on with my Taurus moons, man. That's what's going on. Pluto just getting you manipulated. Crazy niggas trying to manipulate your own power, and you're gonna have to be able to identify that some more now that Pluto getting into Aquarius. You know, start understanding that that's what you were supposed to be working on in some type of shape or form, or that's your Pluto, that's your Pluto and Scorpio karma for the most part. All right. Sorry, I just my tunes just went out, and I be having to have my tunes playing in the background. Help me feel like I'm flowing. All right, so we got that going on. I love you too, dandelions. Den with that green silk. Once again, sister, what fabric is that? Is that silk? You said it. I don't know. It look a little bit more refined than silk. I don't know, sister, but I love it. I love it anyways. So that's that's my Taurus moons and Aquarius moons. Aquarius moons. All right. Now, being an Aquarius moon, okay, being an Aquarius moon, you know, we already know y'all have a detached way of dealing with the feelings and emotions, but there's fulfillment with being able to bring your individuality out in the world. Once again, the sun in Aquarius don't gotta be intentional about their appearance radiates. You different, nigga. You's a different nigga. Your appearance, the nigga got neon braids. The nigga look like Elephant Man. I see nothing before like you. All right. I know an Aquarius rising sun when I see one. The nigga got 3 nose piercings. Got a tattoo on his neck. Half fro, half braids. No, the nigga ain't. It's not like he was getting his hair done and something happened and his girl left and he had to get it done. No, that's the style he wanted. I mean, 2 cornrows. I mean, perm. You don't, that uniqueness. I see it. I see it all over that appearance right there. All right. Aquarius moon get a little hidden. You're going to have a little conversation starting. You never know. They might be a Libra sun. No, if they're a Libra sun, you're going to see that shit because this air is going to help the moon. It's going to help the moon shit come out. So that's a trine, actually. They could be Taurus sun, Cancer rising. You start talking to this Taurus sun. You're like, bro, I don't know. Like, she pretty. She like, you know, everything about her straight, but I don't know. I start talking to her. Sometimes she just be saying some off the wall ish, and I don't be knowing if she's joking or not. What's her alignment? She a Taurus sun, Aquarius moon. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Her Venus energy is just all over her aura. So she's gonna smile in your face all day. She's into designer clothes, this, that, and the third, right? Her whole Instagram is like what, like fine dining, designer clothes, right? This, that, and the third. Look like she ain't got no problems going on in her life. Then you start talking to her and she starts saying all different type of off the wall ish that got nothing to do with her appearance, right? Yeah, I know her type. I know her type. Yeah. She's a little vulnerable letting her individuality be seen in the world. And it is a square, She's just vulnerable about letting that true her being seen in the world in some type of shape or form. Feel like she's gonna be judged for it. And sometimes her Venus energies just get her into these friendships that she don't really be even caring about like that sometimes. I'm sorry, I don't mean to read y'all too much if y'all's in here, Taurus, Sons, Aquarius, Moons, but y'all's ass get into some have 3 girlfriends that you just be around for the look. You don't really bang with them like that though. They damn near is be hard to get in touch with you at times. It'd be damn near hard to get in touch with you sometimes, Moon in Aquarius. But you a Venus and Taurus, if they hit you with the text like, girl, we out to this brunch, this, that, and the third, you're like, where? Okay, brunch. And it's free before. Oh, yeah, we in there. We in there. After the brunch, detached. Real life problems, detached. I am using my relationships for the face. This is face value relationships here. All right. So when you get into the I'm only doing the squares. All right, because I just want people to understand their Pluto and Scorpio karma. Okay, so that's what you got going on, Aquarius Moon. You have to learn how to make sure your superficial. Well, excuse me, that was just an example. But being Aquarius Moon, sometimes allowing your individuality to be seen in the world, you already manifest an isolated life a lot of the time. So y'all start getting comfortable, like the Aries Moon, the Aquarius Moon, Scorpio Moon. These signs get comfortable being the lone wolf. Just be your friend that be lonely, be in a crib by themselves, and you be concerned. But no, if they got these placements, don't be concerned. I'm telling you, they like it like that. I'm telling you. But y'all gotta start seeing what type of vulnerability or what type of trauma or projection you might have manifested to the point where the things that you are invested into connecting to the world, whether it's ideology, talent, most likely gonna be something different, gonna be something unique, something that ain't the common thing in your neighborhood, wasn't the common thing in your school, ain't the common thing on social media. But I can't even say that because everything is on social media. So there's a community group for everything. All right. These motherfuckers, there's ASMR community, there's astrology community, there's food, there's everything community. There's a hate club. If you hate something good enough, go on social media and just start talking about how much you hate it. Somebody will, you know what? I hate that too. Boy, I hate chicken so much. When I just be going in restaurants, I hate when they ask me if I want the chicken. I love when I go to Chipotle and the chicken part ain't no chicken in there, and they be like, hold on, do you want chicken? We can make some more. No, I don't want no damn chicken. I wanted some of that steak. You should keep that like that. Why y'all serve chicken in here? So you can make a I hate chicken page, and you will find niggas in the age of Aquarius right away. All right, y'all. This video, we doing top 5 restaurants that I really can't stand they chicken. All right, first McDonald's. Now, this artificial chicken, y'all. This is chicken from hell. This ain't even chicken. They just labeling it that. There's dead body parts in here. Why you think your frequency vibration feels so low, family? I hate McDonald's chicken. Next, Wendy's. You'll find a nigga. I promise you, it's the age of Aquarius, family. This is why you cannot hold back your aspirations. Niggas will rock with y'all out here. Everybody's into everything. You think you're the only person that hate chicken in the world? You really think you're the only person? You think you that unique? For real. I'll be watching ASMR videos like, wow, this person got 1 million subscribers doing this. There's somebody in the comments right now talking about like, yo, I don't know how I'll get through the day or get through my week or these tough times I'm in without the videos of watching you break clay and soap. Entertainment has its purpose, like, so like, you feel me? You feel what I'm saying, fans? So that's just a little gem for anybody that feeling like, yo, for real, am I really gonna get related out here in the world? And that's what Aquarius moons might be feeling like. You get so used to the isolated life that you kind of start forgetting that your individuality can still build tribe. But Pluto and Scorpio might have put you through some ish. You might have got, projected on a lot, went to high school, middle school. Niggas got shit to say about you, how different you do react to this, that, and the third. Why you feel like you too good to be around niggas, this, that, and the third, and it starts sending off mixed signals in your head. You like, I actually want to be more included in a little bit of a way. I don't want to be outcast all the time. Why y'all niggas picking on me for that? Y'all want me to be a part of y'all? So you start Aquarius placements. Y'all be going through having all different type of mixed signals. If you're a sun, moon, and Aquarius, and you're part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, it gets so real. you feeling conflicted. It's like, bro, sometimes I want to be apart, but then I feel like my true nature is being the outcast. Yes, that is your true nature. If you're Aquarius sun, moon, Aquarius sun horizon, you're not supposed to be a part of any of this. You're actually supposed to be the team player. You're supposed to be the person, a part of the community or group that lets us know, guys, when we get out of church, we got our own lives to live. Stop making church your life. This is a part of your life. It's like sometimes Aquarius's placements are the ones to remind people that. This is why that's why a lot of them move the way they move in their relationships in general. It's like, okay, that might be the audio. They might say that shit for verbatim. Aquarius, sun, moons, and risings. Like my relationship, yeah, I love my girl, but she ain't my life. Nigga, I got a family. I got parents. I knew them niggas way before her. I got my aspirations. I got the homies. I'm supposed to ditch all of that because I met her funky job headed self. No, y'all that's the problem. That's why y'all be losing yourselves in these relationships. Sometimes I'll be like, Aquarius, you're not an air sign. I think God messed up a little bit. I don't know if you supposed to be. I think he was making Aries and like, I don't know, some ingredients fell out and mixed up with Scorpio a little bit. And he just happened to put a little Gemini in there. That's where the air came from. You ain't as relatable as me and Gem is. All right. Aquarius really relatable when they want to be too. Aquarius will throw you off. They'll come off so relatable when you first meet them at times. You meet them in a certain environment. They'll come off like they as relatable as Gemini, Libra. Then you start realizing they selective as hell with their relatability. It's like, damn, Libra will get bullied into relating. Libra don't want to relate and still relate. Like, I got to. Gemini, it don't matter. Gemini will talk to the devil on Monday and have drinks with God on Tuesday. Like, yeah, I was chilling with that nigga yesterday, right? Yeah. That nigga ain't really that bad as y'all make him seem in the good book. And that's what I was thinking. In Earth Realm, they be saying that y'all the same nigga. That's true, God. Wow. And they say I think too much, but that's what I was thinking. It makes sense. All right. Hold on, that nigga calling me right now. Let me look at my Apple Watch. That nigga mad at me. He was like, hey, I'm picking up vibes that you chilling with God. Both of you niggas is intuitive. Damn. All right. I think we should have a conference call. You niggas, we just get all on the same page. All right. So Gemini, I don't give a damn. Gemini do not care. Aquarius care the most. Aquarius cares the most. That's why sometimes Aquarius can't get. This is why sometimes the air signs, once again, we're the most relatable as far as the same elements. Like we get along the most being the same element signs. But the beef comes in with Aquarius and Gemini, though. That's what Aquarius don't be liking with Gemini. Aquarius knows that it could speak to Libra and be like, Libra, cut it out. Stop sharing your energy with all these people. And Libra be like, I know I gotta do better. I just be feeling like I gotta. No, you don't gotta do nothing. You have no obligation to them people. For what reason? What, you just have to relate to them? You just have to be a part of the partnership, this, and the third. You scared to break up with them? You scared to leave the church? Now, Aquarius know he can't. Aquarius know they can't just go to Gemini and say all that. Gemini start being like, listen, you deal with your relationships the way you deal with them. This is fulfilling to me. All right. I'll see you later. I gotta go. I got a date with the devil on Wednesday. All right. And she wearing Prada. I like when she wear Prada. All right. So Gemini is sometimes, so Aquarius placements it gets a lot of conflict here when it comes into you feeling like, am I supposed to embrace the outcast life? This and that? Yes, that you're here to be the example of how to keep your thought, keep your individual thought, no matter what group you're a part of, no matter what relationship you get a part of. And your partner should be able to honor your individuality. It should be able to honor your individuality. Okay, so Moon in Aquarius is this is your Pluto and Scorpio karma right here. Because a lot of y'all, once y'all say, man, I don't care how people see me, I don't care how people feel. Let me take my individuality out into the world because that's what's fulfilling. Let me find other people to connect with, and let me see if there's a potential to build tribe in some type of shape or form. Even though I don't have a lot of personal friends in general, maybe I could just connect with people out in the world. Then you start conquering the Pluto square because now you're using your gift. Remember, these two signs have Uranus. So now you start using your gift to not only align tribe, but you're raising the consciousness of others. You're helping other people understand how to transform in their life. you have a transformative effect in general. If this is you I'm talking to, Sun, Moon, and Aquarius is part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation. Why you think once y'all get into a space, y'all start really voicing y'all opinion? Don't let you be one of them OD outspoken Aquariuses. Niggas gravitate you. So niggas be mad when you don't show up to work. Niggas be mad when you don't show up to class. Damn near think you a Leo, because you're that part of the axis be coming out a little bit. Damn near think you a Leo the way you light the room up sometimes, Aquarius sun rising, with you being you. The world, the class, your co-workers knowing that you finna be opposing, you finna have unique opinions about things, you finna say the funniest shit about your boss outfit. This nigga dressed like Carl Winslow. You know, just saying all different type of ish, and it just keeps a lively nature. And people, a lot of Aquariuses don't even know how they make people feel intimidated by not being themselves and expressing their real thoughts. And that's why a lot of Aquariuses, this is actually a video I wanted to make too. Damn, I'll be all over the place. I wanted to make a little short content video talking about how you manifest isolation in your Aquarius house, and why Aquariuses be manifesting a lot of isolation in their life too, because a lot of people don't want real friends. A lot of y'all don't want a real friend to tell you, girl, you need to lose weight. Bro, you broke. Stop chasing these weak ass hoes. What you chasing hoes for? You got no money. Y'all don't want those type of friends. Most of the world don't want that type of friend at all. That's the Aquarius friend. And those are the friends that they love. Those Aquarius placements, those are the friends that they're like, yo, I never want you out of my life. You ain't never pandering to nothing out here. You're going to keep it real with me, just like you know I'm going to do with you. So that's why another reason Aquarius manifests a lot of isolation, because they get tired of watering themselves down around people. They get tired of that. They get tired of that ish. Okay? So that's my Aquarius placements right there, Aquarius moons. Now, Venus placements. Venus in the fixed signs. You got Venus and Taurus in some type of shape or form, being a part of Pluto and Scorpio generation. You know, once again, you might have manifested situations where your ability to get your hands on certain resources and have your support, have the things that you value supported so easy. You might have dealt with haters, niggas projecting on you, niggas telling you like, you think you all that, this, that, and the third. Venus and Scorpio opposing Pluto. Venus and Taurus opposing Pluto and Scorpio generation. Y'all's the ones that get in a relationship. You ladies, now I gotta talk to my ladies a little bit, because niggas be violating. Ladies, you have Venus and Taurus, and you have this alignment, Venus and Taurus opposing Pluto and Scorpio. You get into a relationship, build the nigga up. Then this nigga start talking crazy to you, as if you didn't help this nigga get his credit right, get his own place, even though he had to live under you for 2 years, help take care of his child support, help get this nigga a career and a side gig. You help this nigga do all of that. Then after a few, the nigga start talking to you crazy, acting like you ain't got no worth, projecting on you. Nigga start telling you shit like, yeah, you wouldn't even, who would want you? You need me. It get real with a Pluto and Scorpio hidden Venus, and you know Venus don't like Scorpio. So now it trickles into love matters, how you get projected on. I done built this nigga up. Lord have God, where you get these niggas from? Fellas, you got Venus in Taurus. Oh man, my heart, I just picked it up. I'm foul because I ain't feel this deeply for the women, but I just thought about the example for the man and I felt it deeper. I just see the nigga. I just see the nigga Venus, the Venus and Taurus nigga in the Pluto Scorpio generation. I mean, this nigga is pouring love into this woman. I mean, this man is sensitive, a sensitive, caring brother. This the brother y'all want. The faithful, loyal, fixed signs be loyal. The faithful, loyal. Babe, don't worry about it. You know I got it. You know I could sponsor you through school. Here, take this. Take care of that debt. Let me know if you need more. Here's a little extra go shopping. This the nigga y'all want. The Mr. 100K, attractive. And then the nigga got Venus, whether it's a nigga or a woman with this alignment, they're going to have strong sex appeal. Because it's Venus and Taurus with the Venetia energy, but it's bringing friction with Pluto and Scorpio. which is a strong Mars energy. So they might have a strong aura, a sense of beauty to them. They look good, but they have an aura to them. It's like a blend of Venetian energy with Mars energy. That's likely if you just have Venus and Mars placements. So you could be you have a lot of Aries, you have Aries and Libra placements. You got Taurus and Aries placements. You're gonna give that off a little bit. You're gonna give that off some. So don't let him be the Taurus rising. Don't let it be the Taurus rising. Venus in the first house. Pluto and Scorpio in the seventh. You better be lucky that they want to deal with you and they ain't turned into a hoe yet, because they got options. They be sweating them. Best believe that. You better hope they not a hoe, and their flesh didn't get the best of them, and they just want to connect with one person because they got Scorpio in the seventh house, and they be dealing with vulnerability, dealing with too many energies in their relationship life, so they need a channel in that focus, that emotional intention with one person. You better hope with that type of alignment, because the Taurus risings, I mean, mwah, come over here, Taurus rising woman, and you got Scorpio placement. Oh yeah, I can't let you go. What your astrologer, what the moral nigga told you got the Scorpio placement, so niggas gonna be possessive over you? I'm that nigga. I'm the possessive nigga. I'm here. All right. So, fellas, you got that Venus and Taurus placement. You pouring into this woman, cash apping her this, that, and the third, just for her to go mess with one of the homies, just for her to go do some eighth house ish to you. I mean, my heart right now, guys, my heart. Lord have mercy. That's all right. We don't worry. I'm here for you, brothers. I'm here for you with this type of alignment. I know how intense that one can get. You're giving your value. You're emotionally invested. You're trying to uplift them in some type of shape or form, and things just go haywire. Because for whatever reason, once again, just like the example I made for the ladies, her head get too big. She start feeling like she could get the same power. She feel like she could start attracting the same nigga that's willing to pour into her, when niggas really don't be wanting to pour into a woman, because it ain't that much spiritually inclined. There ain't that much real men left in the world no more. As much as it ain't that much real, goddamn, ain't a lot of that real genuine people in the world anymore. Let me not say it's not good people. There's a lot of good people in the world, but you got to filter through so much BS today to find them, and you got to do a lot of work yourself. So the filtering system, the filtering process don't take that long. The more work you do, the more easier you don't get caught up trying to get to understand somebody. As soon as you meet aura, I detected your aura, detected your frequency vibration. The first couple of words you said out your mouth, I'm good. I don't need to keep digging and seeing what type of woman you is. Ladies, you don't need to keep digging, seeing what type of man this is, what his intention is. I'm too, my aura is, I didn't did too much work. Like, pick it up like this as soon as the energy come in my force field. So, that's the Venus and Taurus situation. This is your Pluto and Scorpio karma right here. You don't let nobody play with your resources, and don't be afraid to send an invoice after too. Like, word, you use me for all of that? Yo, give me all them back. Take all that ish back. Take it all. All right. I'm letting you know God ain't gonna look at you crazy for that. Because y'all be trying to take the high route. I'm too petty for the high route. I'm burning shit. I don't care. And that's what happens with me being a Libra. When it gets to that point, we got to jump into Aries mode, because we be mad passive. So once we really get to a point where it's like that, then the Aries, the opposite axis come out. We burning shit. We want to fight. Might give her a little shake of the Lord. Might just give her a little shake of the Lord. I don't advocate for violence, but every once in a while, it's just a shake from the Lord now. Yeah, I know. Listen, that's just my Scorpio, my Cap. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to advocate for violence. All right. But that's Venus and Taurus. Then you get into Venus and Leo. All right. You get into Venus and Leo. You got it squaring Pluto and Scorpio generation. So you're here to learn how to evolve, within your love matters, by identifying how people may have, projected on your expression in partnerships and relationships. You got Venus and Leo. You need love expressed. You need to see that mother flipper. You need to feel it. Now, what happens when you got Pluto and Scorpio and you ain't have love expressed? You ain't have it display to you. Your parents, they didn't put love in the light for you. They didn't put the emotion they felt for you in the light. What happens? You have this placement, and the first couple of relationships don't do that. And now you finally run into a mate now, a real mate. You run into a twin, and you're struggling. You're struggling. And you about to self-sabotage this situation because you feel like you shouldn't honor expressing your emotion. You shouldn't be putting it in the light no more. This type of it's like, no, they gotta put it in the light some more before I even try. Now you're being self-sabotaging. Pluto square Venus. Pluto square Venus. All right. So that's my Venus in Leo's right there. You're gonna have to learn how to overcome that. Then you got Venus in Aquarius. We got Venus in Aquarius. All right. Remember, I'm only going through the squares right now, guys. Only going through squares and opposites. Then you got Venus under the blood. Then you got stop, y'all. Y'all trying to take as soon as I was about to start really going crazy. Jesus cover me. It's a bop. It's a tune right there, man. You need to really get in the studio, record that. I'll run that stream up. 1 million views, just me. 1 million streams, just me. That's my meditation music and everything. Venus in Aquarius. Man, Venus in Aquarius. I ain't gonna try to drag y'all too much. I'm sorry. Sometimes as soon as these alignments come in my head, Venus in Aquarius, square Pluto in Scorpio. I know me personally, if I'm dealing with a woman, she got this alignment, Venus in Aquarius, and it's square. She part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, and just square her Pluto. I already know off rip. She gonna try to play me at times, acting like my time ain't her time. Acting like my presence ain't as valuable, even if she does deem it as valuable, but it could be a negative defense mechanism with the combination of isolation and detachment with her Venus, but also a projection from a Pluto and Scorpio that made connection hard in the first place. So you're already Venus in Aquarius. You're already detached with the way you relate. You already want some space to be able to leave opportunity to miss a mother flipper. So Venus in Aquarius, they're not the sign to be all up under their. You can't just. You gotta love them differently. You gotta love them different. Your Venus and Cancer woman, Venus and Pisces woman, yeah, get up under her skin 24/7. She ain't never gonna have a problem with that. The problem kicks in with them when you not up under their skin for 5 minutes. It's like, nigga, where you at? Babe, I'm in the bathroom. What's wrong? Hurry up. It's like, babe, I need to use the bathroom, woman. Damn, you want affection 24/7. Sit your ass Wednesday down and pause the power, Kanan, so I don't miss the end. I'll be right back. You acting like I'm in here on live, washing my hands. All right. Had a little bit of guac left, from that sandwich earlier. But yeah, you could be up under their skin. Venus in Aquarius, if you a real lovey-dovey ass nigga, affectionate ass nigga, you get a little discouraged with them. She may not just be as affectionate. It just is what it is. She may be a little wishy-washy when it comes into affection. But I tell you this right now. This is the hack. Act like you don't care. Just act like you don't care. When you start pressing the issue, that's when you're going to make it worse. Act like you don't care. Don't text her. Don't call her. Let her start reaching out like, hey, I was thinking about you. I know damn well you was thinking about me. I ain't text you since it's Friday. It's 1:11, y'all. We here. As soon as I looked at the time for an example, we here. We all in alignment right now, gang. So as soon as you looked at the John, it's Saturday. It's 1:11. I ain't text you since Tuesday. I know you missing the nigga. My astrologer told me don't be up under your skin. Give you some time to start initiating things so I can see how much you really care. Because Venus in Aquarius will have niggas just around because they Aquarius energies once again the most selective air sign with who they participating with. So how you think that plays out with Venus in Aquarius? Is like, okay, let me keep 5-6 options around for when I want to deal with them. Man or woman could be in this energy, and there'd be space between all of them. Even the woman got number one. There's space. The nigga who's number one in her eyes is space between them. The same space between number 1 and number 5. How they do that? Usually number 1 get in the crib first. Number 1 could be in the crib getting disrespectful, walking around naked. All right. Usually number 1 get a lot of perks. Venus Aquarius treat number 1 like number 5. Y'all all the same. All right. So what happens when you got this sense of detachment and then you got Pluto and Scorpio squaring your Venus? So now the moment you did want to feel like making a little bit of affection, something transformative happened, some betrayal happened. You manifest an emotionally reserved individual. So you got forced for the first time, Venus and Aquarius, to express how you really feel, and then it wasn't reciprocated. So in your head, it's like, oh yeah, never again. Never again. The one time I told somebody I loved them, they told me, like, yeah, I have love for you. That's the one right there. I just want to let you know, babe. Like, I usually don't say this, but I think I love you. Oh, really? I mean, that is so cute. Like, I have so much love for you too. That's the one right there, fellas. Just leave. That's it. You're gonna hurt yourself more than she already just hurt you. That I have love for you when a nigga just said I love you. When you don't get the love you too back, I'm telling you, get out. Get out. And I ain't talking about the film. All right. I ain't talking about the movie. But this is Venus and Aquarius karma right here. This Venus Aquarius karma being part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation. You need to learn to overcome that and be able to embrace connection based off of whatever times it didn't go in your favor, or the interaction didn't get reciprocated the one time you tried to express your feelings and emotions in some type of shape or form. All right. So you got that going on there. Now you got Mars signs, the Mars placements. Mars and Taurus. Mars and Taurus. Now, this is Scorpio's ruler. So this gets intense now. This gets intense because Mars has to battle its sign. And all you guys that have these type of placements, the planetary ruler in the opposite sign. So this is Sun in Aquarius. This is Moon in Capricorn. This is Mercury in Pisces. Mercury in Sag. This is Venus in Aries, Venus in Scorpio, Mars in Libra, Mars in Taurus. This is more intense. The planet has to see home every day. It has to see home every day and know that it can't travel there. How discouraging is that? So when you have Mars and Taurus, all right, you so goddamn passionate about getting to a bag. You so goddamn passionate about stability and security in your life. You cut things off quick. You cut a relationship off. Mars and Taurus don't give a damn about a relationship. Don't give a damn about all that Venus love matters. This is Mars channels more of the stability aspect in Taurus. And if anything, it becomes more transactional with love matters. I mean, to be honest with you, Taurus kind of transactional with love matters too, is Earth to an extent. And we kind of got to find a new way to describe that, because relationships are transactional in general. We using each other in some type of shape or form, but we kind of have to get a new word to describe that ideology. But when you're looking at Mars, and what's the name in Taurus, yeah, this person is so passionate about the stability. They placing so much passion and time and effort into shaking things up, trying to build this, that, and the third. So that when it comes into Pluto and Scorpio, it manifests a lot of situations where, when Mars don't know how to take his time, when Mars don't know how to be a little bit more paced and more patient and trust his process, going to run into a lot of chaotic situations with Pluto and Scorpio, and you might vet the wrong people for for your business or whatever you're building, because Mars gets so invested in its desire for the outcome in what it's building and doesn't really realize what type of person it's letting in. So it's like somebody that is so adamant about getting into the industry, not knowing that this manager that just came to them out of nowhere, out of a hole in the wall, like, hey, I seen you perform this and the third. You didn't take time to vet this person, and they just want to manipulate you in some type of shape or form and end up, getting credits over all your work. But you so thirsty, the pitch they gave you about, yeah, I work with people in the industry, I have these contacts, I could pay for certain things right now, get you established. Yeah, that Mars and Taurus desire energy went too far. You got too lost in your desires and passion for what you wanted to build, for what you really value. That Pluto and Scorpio came in and used some of that eighth house energy, and even Mars got blinded with its own eighth house energy. And now you extreme transformation. Mars opposite Pluto, Mars square Pluto. You cannot be going too crazy, too deep for your desires, because it creates extreme transformation. And the minute that you're able to align your short-term goals with long-term goals, Mars and Pluto, you turn into a beast. You turn into a beast. Ain't nothing you can't transform. Ain't nothing you can't reinvent. Ain't nothing that you can't bounce back from. When you get them two on the same page in that square opposition. So that's what happens with Taurus, Mars, and Taurus. Mars and Aquarius. All right. Y'all niggas, I mean, martyrs for your belief system. I mean, will sacrifice yourself for your belief system because Mars is passionate as hell, but Aquarius is dealing with its own individual thoughts. So you thought Aquarius was stubborn until you seen the Mars in Aquarius. That you don't know stubborn. You don't know stubborn until you see Mars in any of these signs. That's extra stubborn. Mars in the fixed sign. So when you're looking at Mars in Aquarius, when you're looking at Mars in Aquarius, you know, a lot of the times they can mess up connection in their life because Miss Independent. That's who you are. Sometimes I love her. That's who you are. To hell with a connection. I'm too invested into how I individually think about things. And my Mars is also squaring Pluto. So if I can't get control over your mind too and your emotions, I don't want the relationship. That's your ish right there. Mars in Aquarius square Pluto and Scorpio. And you got to learn how that's negative. But you know what's going to happen eventually. Pluto and Scorpio going to be like, okay, see what's going on. And the love of your life pop up. And now you're going to learn to negotiate. You're going to learn to compromise. And there's even going to be times you're going to act like you don't care. And that person's going to leave for a second and you're going to come back crying. Person going to be laughing at you. Like, I thought you so independent. I thought you so tough. I thought you could love yourself, huh? She got her own thing. Don't get too deep into that vibe. Mars and Aquarius squaring Pluto in Scorpio, please. Thinking that you got to own people's thoughts and emotions just to be in a connection, just to be in a business partnership. You're doing too much. You're doing too much, and you got karma to deal with that. You might be doing that for lifetimes. You can't keep doing that. You got to use this placement to understand how to rally up people in the name of in the name of an individual belief and be able to empower people. Okay. Because Mars and Aquarius can empower the community. Mars and Aquarius can help people that didn't think they could change and transform understand they could change and transform because it starts with an attitude. You're the one to help them understand how to establish that attitude. You hear me, Mars and Aquarius? All right. That's what we got going on. And then we got Mars in Leo. Man. Y'all so goddamn passionate about shit. You got such I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like this placement. Like, as far as connecting with y'all as people, y'all be pissing me off. My mom got this placement. Mars and Leo pride. I know I just said Mars and all these signs is hella stubborn. I mean, I'm a Mars and Scorpio, so I know I know the stubbornness of Mars and fixed signs, but Mars and Leo, y'all just be too much for me to handle at times so much. Like, I'm sorry. Like, y'all got to get somebody else to deal with y'all to subscribe to the things y'all be wanting people to subscribe to. Y'all be wilding. Y'all's way too prideful. Can't tell you nothing about anything dealing with appearance or ego. Y'all gonna want to fight. Literally, though. Literally. I could barely say anything about your appearance. And I mean, pride is just on a different level with Mars and Leo. Now, when they can move with a sense of humility, you got the humble Mars and Leo, and they just invested and devoted to their creativity, and they allow their dynamic, enthusiastic, because they can have a real enthusiastic expression here, and that could just work so many opportunities, Mars and Leo. But damn, that extra prideful Mars and Leo, oh Lord have mercy. I can't. But I mean, the brother and sister can dance, they can dress, they can sing. I tell you that now. And it ain't gonna take a while for you to find out too. It ain't gonna take a while. My mom got Mars and Leo, and when I was a little kid, we used to go to these like Nigerian parties. Like, my mom, like, we're part of like this Nigerian community where we all like family. We grew up with each other, so we call each other cousins, aunties, and uncles, but we're not blood related. But it's just like the Nigerian community, just like, you know, how you have these immigrant, groups, and they find each other in America, and they have their communities and whatnot. They be having conventions and this and third. When I started getting into astrology, I started realizing how my mom's Mars and Leo be popping out. Like, my mom is OD into fashion. Like, she loves clothes and everything. Like, she's very passionate about that. Like her pride be set up crazy when it comes into like come downstairs and take a picture for me, please. I'm about to go to church. She got to take pictures before church, post on Facebook. Like, she get mad if I don't wake up. I'm like, Mom, come on, I'll just take it when you get back from work. She's like, for real? She'll come back from church with an attitude. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, because we could take the pictures now, but I wanted to post them before on my way to church. I'm like, Mom, we could just take. Ain't nobody waiting. Sit your Ash Wednesday self down. You're going too hard right now, holding a whole grudge and attitude because you ain't get to see yourself in the light you wanted to see yourself in. It's 3 o'clock. We can still take the picture. The sun is still outside. She's like, okay, come on, let's go. It's like, yo, your Mars and Leo. So I know this placement like the back of my hand. All right. But I used to laugh when I started getting deeper into astrology because my mom, when we used to go to these parties and these get-togethers with this community, like it would start off with them building, talking about things, different charities they could do for the community and for people back home, whatnot. But then we'll start having fun, right? We'll start having food, we'll start playing music, dancing, this and that, third. My mom was top 5, always like gotta go extra on the dance floor. Like she can't help it. When that music come on, she can't help it. I mean, dancing is in her heart. So Mars and Leo, they can activate something serious in the name of creative expression, in the name of enthusiastic personality. Now, what happens here, Pluto and Scorpio generation, you got Pluto and Scorpio generation, y'all may have dealt with some projection for that. So if my mom was in Pluto and Scorpio generation, every time she hit that dance floor and her heart just can't help but and hear that 112, let's get down, you can't help that. You're gonna dance to that 112. Y'all know I don't be liking lyrics, but that's one of my mom's favorite songs right there. So when you try to get on the dance floor, I'm using my mom for example, since I painted that whole picture. If my mom had, now my mom got moon, she a moon in Scorpio, so she kind of did experience some of this probably, but in her growing up. But if she's a part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, I mean, the minute she tried to start dancing as a little kid, her father like, yo, what are you doing? That promiscuous ass dancing. Sit your Ash Wednesday self down. I better not see you dance like that again. She a Mars and Leo. She can't help it. This is a strong heart impulse to hear that 808 and hear that 112 and dance. But no, your father, your parents, your environment, they're not playing that. They're not playing that. So now here comes the power and control energy. Once again, it's Mars and Pluto squared. It's a different form of intensity now. It's a different form of intensity. Mars is dealing with the beef of its own home sign. So you part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, and you got Mars and Leo. You got to learn how to work through, any form of power and control issues when it came into your passion for something, doing something on a stage to the point y'all may have even allowed that life to get sucked out of that endeavor. And it's like, yeah, I don't really be dancing like that. I mean, I used to like to dance. What happened? It's a long story. I don't really want to get into it. I know you don't want to get into that. All you was doing is being the life of the party, right? Doing your thug thizzle on the dance floor, and in some type of shape or form, somebody tried to control your creative expression and your passion for it. So let alone just the act. They were trying to change your mentality about why you shouldn't be dancing. Who dances? Is that something? Is that an American thing? Is that you're a Nigerian woman? All right. That don't even make sense because they shake their ass the most. They shake their ass the most. All right. That's all they know. That's the only way they know how to dance. When I go back to Nigeria, when I went back there a couple years, last time I went to Nigeria was 2015. I was in Nigeria for a couple weeks. I'm like, what's all this shit we be talking about in America? This is the only way. It's ass shaking. This is the only way they know how to dance. This is where it started, though. That's where it started, though. So that's that. But I'll never tell the woman to stop twerking. But it's just like it's a way. I don't know. It's levels. I don't know, y'all. It's just levels to it. I don't know. At this point, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like I feel like there's sophisticated ways of doing everything. All right. But anyways. Okay. So that's Mars and Leo. That's what y'all gonna have to overcome with the Pluto and Scorpio karma. All right, that's what you have to overcome here. Okay, and Mercury. All right, there's really not no outer placements to get into for real. could say Saturn and Aquarius generation is one outer placement. So when it comes into Saturn and Aquarius generation, but I kind of made an example for this already. Like, this is me. Like I said, how am I supposed to suppress what I'm talking about? I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be channeling 11th house energy for Pluto and Scorpio truths, so other people can become awakened, so other people can start looking deeper within themselves and in the world, and understanding the matrix, and understanding their environment they're in, and understand that they have the power the whole time. But you need awareness to understand that. Morpheus had to. If you watch the Matrix, it's one of the best films of all time. And when you watch the Matrix, Morpheus had to vet Neo first before he took the pill. He doesn't just run up on him and like, hey, take the pill. You gotta vet him a little bit, right? And there's a whole vetting process in general Morpheus is having with Neo throughout the film, for real. You could say Morpheus is like Neo's third eye. You could say Morpheus kind of represents Neo's third eye in a way. And Morpheus had to do a little bit of his homework, sneak up on Neo a little bit, this, that, and the third, but it gets to a point he can't be too gray area-ish with him. It gets to a point, it's like, listen, if you really want to know more, you got to take the pill. I can't keep grass feeding you a little bit. Like, no, you have to take the pill and because once you see what's in the rabbit hole, it ain't no going back. It ain't no unremembering what that secret societies and there's powers that be that want control over you. It ain't no unremembering this shit. So you have to take the pill and commit, because it's also draining to me if I try to hold your hand and you're not fully invested. Now I'm getting taken away from the other spirits that are eager to take the pill when they get the opportunity to, that are eager for the truth and don't have the guide, So this is what I tell a lot of my people that book me for readings and they're booking career consultations for things, and they have pursuits for teaching and things dealing with spirituality. And I try to let them know as much, like, you don't try to set a target of who you're going to reach out to. Like, obviously, if you have a certain niche, like you're a doula, okay, of course you're not going to be trying to reach out to men, okay? But when you're teaching spirituality, this, that, and the third, like, you cannot try to force who you trying to reach out to for the most part at times. You have to let the student come to you. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You drive yourself crazy trying to impose your ideologies and beliefs. Some of us already drove ourselves crazy a little bit trying to do that with our friends, with our own friends, with our own family members. Some of us think that we're crazy. And we over here feeling crazy because we know y'all low-key crazy, but thinking we crazy when we the truthful ones, when we the enlightened ones, when we the Neos. Ain't no projection on you, Ma. Ain't no projection on you, Dad. But you birthed the Neo, and it's crazy how you don't see it. I'm here to help you, and you just. It is what it is. Everybody's on their own journey, so there's no projection on them. But I get where I'm trying to come from. So you're part of the Saturn and Aquarius generation, and Pluto and Scorpio generation. You begin called for this. Whether you're doing it through teaching health, and you're teaching holistic health, but at the same time you have to expose the food industry at the same time. Whether you're teaching artists how to get their creativity out in the world, you got to kind of expose the industry at the same time and actually tell artists why they shouldn't try to be so passionate about the industry. I see so many young artists that especially niggas from my own hood, and I'm talking about talented niggas. These niggas not even invested in understanding how to build themselves up individually and make money off music, because they so lost into the stardom of being a star, the stardom of being in the industry. And I'm like, yo, bro, have you made a goal about how much money you want to make from music in the next 3 years? Or are you just lost with trying to be the next Future and whatever that means to you? Are you just lost about the glitz and the glamour? Because there's a nigga that got 10K followers and he's making bread right now. It's a nigga that got less than 10K followers. Probably got 10K followers all put together from YouTube, TikTok, and everything. They're making bread from their music right now. So the industry, hip hop, the Aquarius, the outside realm, external realm, these are the programs that are here to keep us away from who we truly are, right? And so that's what you got to understand. Saturn, Aquarius, Pluto, and Scorpio generation. Last placement, Mercury's. All right, Mercury's. Mercury in Taurus. All right. So if you're a Mercury in Taurus, you're either a Taurus sun, you're either a Cancer sun, or you're either a excuse me, if you have Mercury in Taurus, you're either a Taurus sun, a Gemini sun, or an Aries sun. Mercury's only going to be in the sign it's in, or Mercury's only going to be in the sun sign or the neighbor signs, right? Mercury's the closest. Mercury really supposed to be in the sun sign, but should be evolving and changing. So that nigga drift off a little bit to the neighbor signs a little bit. So for every sun sign, there's a different mentality. Y'all have to know that as well. It's 3 different Libras when you talk about mentality. It's 3 different Aries when you talk about mentality. So yeah, we have degrees and different deacons, but then is that a Libra with a Mercury Scorpio? Is that a Libra with the Mercury Libra? Is that a Libra with the Mercury and Virgo? This is 3 different Libras right there. All right. So when it comes into Mercury in Taurus, okay, you're a steady thinker. Right? And because you're a steady thinker, because you don't like influences rushing your thought process, especially when it comes into making decisions upon things that you value, right? So if the Taurus Sun, Mercury in Taurus, or if the Aries Sun, Mercury, so this is why you got them Aries that it's like, damn, what's all that crazy fast all over the place Aries energy they be talking about? It's your Mercury and Taurus Aries. This the Aries all Aries are intuitive as hell, but this the Aries that read you like a book. All right. When it comes into what you value and how you able to complement their life, this, that, and the third, or understanding how y'all value 2 different things, and you gonna be a blockage in how they mix their passion and intent for what they want to build, or you just have the more calm thinking Aries. You might hear some things about Aries. You might be a newcomer into astrology, hear this, that, and the third about Aries, and be like, my brother, sister, parents of Aries, they don't act like that, or they don't like they have spurts of that energy at times, but that's not really them. Where that Mercury at? Where's the Mercury at? Is it in Taurus? Yeah, they're the steadier thinker Aries. And this has nothing against the Aries that got Mercury in Aries, right? These niggas excel in psychology too. Because they understand the mind of the human, of the I am. Right. But anyways, yeah, so Mercury and Taurus, you're more of a steady thinker, regardless if you're a Taurus sun, Gemini sun, or Aries sun. So it can manifest in situations with your Mercury and Taurus when it comes into you trying to, be to yourself, be to your own mind, embrace your steady process of making decisions amongst things that you value. You got Pluto and Scorpio projecting on your ideas, people trying to speed up your ideas in some type of shape or form, people trying to take power and control over your ideas, Mercury and Taurus. Damn near got to be careful who you even telling your ideas when you got Mercury squaring opposing Mars, Mercury squaring opposing Pluto, Mercury squaring opposing Pluto, Uranus. All right. I got Mercury in a tight, my Mercury is, and Mars and Pluto, they all together. All right. One nigga fight, they all gotta fight. All right. So a lot of the times I learned to keep my ideas to myself because it got to a point, not that I feel like people be trying to transform my ideas. I realized I'm so intense with my thoughts that I could subconsciously try to impose my ideologies on people around me. So for a while, I used to feel a little uncomfortable because I started feeling like, damn, I'm so passionate relating my thoughts about the occult, this, that, and the third. But like, yo, you can't be just relating these type of thoughts out in the world. You got to find a space for this. All right, niggas gonna start projecting on you, and I start realizing there was times I start going too hard. Trying to get my bros or people around me to be into things I'm into, and I'm getting mentally frustrated. All right, so when you got Mercury and Taurus, this is what happens. You're gonna be more of a steady thinker with what process you should take to build something, how long it takes for you to work something, to craft a skill. Okay, because Mercury starts getting surgical when it comes into the value system of what this person feels like they could bring out into the world, right? So this person feels like they could be an artist. Okay, how I'm gonna do this? All right, I'm an LLC a brand. Okay, or they want to be a fashion designer or some shit. I'm an LLC a brand. I'm gonna just start with t-shirts and hats first. All right, I think that could be Won't be too overwhelming. I'm gonna do 2 designs, nothing too crazy. We're gonna scale up. I'm gonna take this percentage of the money, reinvest it back into the business. I'm gonna get these models. Mercury gets surgical in Taurus when it comes into whatever they feel like they got value about, but Pluto's opposing it. So who knows what's projecting on that idea when you told your parents, or when your parents, or when your loved was people close to you found out that you about to do this, that, and the third. It's like that's what you haven't been popping out with the homies for. You working on you can't work on that in your own time, bro. Is it that serious that you gotta not pop out with us? Or this is all different type of all different type of projections around your steady thought. It's like, nigga, watch. I shouldn't even have mentioned nothing to y'all, but okay, bet. I see where y'all coming from. Let me just hone in on my process. Then you got Mercury in Aquarius. Mercury in Aquarius, here, damn. These squares are real. I'm glad we just focused on this tonight. These squares are real. And I get mad sensitive when the moon get into the moon in Scorpio just like I said, make you feel deeper than you want to. So Lord have mercy. If you're already clairvoyant, you're already into it, you just feel a little bit too deep. And Mercury in Aquarius, man, y'all can manifest some intensity within relationship transformations because your individuality, you start getting to a point like where's my individuality accepted at? And this could be a common thing with the sun moons too. With the sun moons too. The only thing about the Venus and Mars is Mars and Aquarius don't give a damn. Don't give a damn about relating it. And then Venus and Aquarius is so attached that they could be in love with their own thought form. Like, fuck relating it. I love my own way of thinking. I'm glad I don't think like y'all. Mars and Venus can adapt that. But the sun and moon is going to deal with some conflict at times, feeling out of place. Should I participate? Shouldn't I? Is it my spiritual duty to be the different one? I don't know. I don't friggin' know. And then you got Mercury in Aquarius. Now it's too much projections on their thought forms to the point. Hopefully, I don't got my Mercury and Aquarius people in here feeling like that they shouldn't be expressing their thoughts now. They shouldn't be relating things on their mind. Shouldn't be relating their feelings and emotions when they get into partnerships. What's the point? My thought ain't valuable like that. My shit always up, or my thought form is self-sabotaging. Let me suppress my form of communication because when I expressed myself in relationships, it came off too intense. You can be intense though. That is the likelihood of this placement though. You got Mercury in Aquarius. Aquarius is intense. You're not the common communicator, right? You don't communicate the most light shit. All right. And now you got a square in Pluto. So there is some work you got to do as a square. There is some work that you have to do at times, learning how to relate. You the type to throw some taboo shit just out in the world. Just throw it up in the world at Thanksgiving and not think that this is when you was young though. When you ain't really know about this energy. You just say some extra taboo-ish at Christmas. Y'all know Santa Claus is really just a representation of, is like, sit your 13 years old Ash Wednesday self down, and you over here bitching and you got presents and gifts. Don't nobody need you to be Marcus Garvey / Dr. Umar / Malcolm X / Young Pharaoh on Christmas. Damn, this little baby is just intense. So now you start running into that, and you like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep my itch to myself. And now you got a suppressed throat chakra. You don't even know how to use your throat chakra no more. It's just too much self-thought. Now it's time to communicate, relate, is word vomit. So that's something you got to overcome, Mercury in Aquarius. And this is my Aquarius suns, Pisces suns, and Aquarius suns, Pisces suns, Capricorn suns. And then you got Mercury in Leo. You niggas, all you Mercury signs, if you part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, man, if you ain't throwing your ideologies into the 11th house, if you ain't throwing them out into the world, y'all gotta stop sharing y'all ideas with niggas around y'all, man. The niggas will project on y'all ideas and really stop y'all from investing into them, depending on how much value you place into these people's word. Because Mercury in Leo, I mean, they have to communicate what they feel. They have to place their thoughts into the light. But you got Pluto and Scorpio, so you might have had your thoughts and expression communicated. You're such an enthusiastic kid, and throughout your childhood or whatnot, different forms of projection from your loved ones, family members, different type of shape or form, told you like, yo, calm your expression down. Like, yo, it basically telling you, limit your expression. You need to put all your thoughts into the world, but your ass jump on YouTube, and the world loves your mind. The world loves when you do, the world hates when you don't post. Leo and loves your charisma, loves your unique ways of looking at things. Because yes, Leo is damn near as unique as Aquarius, but you got Pluto and Scorpio though. So you've been taught to keep your thought forms into a more constructed space. Now, y'all can be a little bit impulsive with your communication. All of these placements can be with Mercury's dealing with that type of intensity with Pluto. Because when you deal with squares of opposition, sometimes you feel like you got to do extreme things in order to blossom in some type of shape or form, or to get past something. So if to solve something. So if you got Mercury hitting Pluto, you're gonna feel like at times people are trying to get power and control over your ideas, over your forms of communication in some type of shape or form. You may feel like your communication is too transformative at times, and then you start self-restricting your communication. So Mercury and Leo, you got to make sure you don't end up doing this with all your creative ideas, because if your communication got suppressed in some type of shape or form, it also slash your expression. Now you start developing. Is likely you could start developing some type of some type of outlook, feeling like the actual idea now that you're having Mercury communication and ideas, the creative idea you have, you can't relate that. I could barely relate my thoughts. I could barely, niggas always suppressing my communication, some type of shape or form. How the hell I'm gonna relate this creative idea? Whatever. I'm gonna just stick to this, that, and the third. So I don't want that happening for my Mercury's and Leos. And this is a Leo sun, Virgo sun, Cancer sun. Leo sun, Cancer sun, or Virgo sun, a part of Pluto and Scorpio generation. All right, family. All right, family. We just went hard. We just went strong. Okay. There was no way we was gonna do all of that in one session. All right. So I'm gonna jump on tomorrow. We're gonna get into these readings for all individual reading 2024 for all signs. So when we really start getting deeper into February, you guys already know what's being impacted in your house. And there's so much opportunity with a lot of these conjunctions, once again, in our Aquarius house, in our Pisces house. So I need church to be aware of being able to know that's an opportunity. I'm not questioning it. That's a sign. I'm not questioning it. All right. That's the whole point of church, to stay ahead of the curve. All right, family. Y'all know I love y'all. Do I even have to say it? Do y'all believe that I love y'all? Do you know, family? Do y'all know? I know y'all know, and I know y'all love me too. All right, gang. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Continue to enjoy your weekend, family. And y'all don't be too freaky up now, because this moon in Scorpio, sun in Aquarius. This is a freaky placement. This alignment damn near don't be caring sometimes about how you feel. They'll do something really quick, like, oh, wait, hold on. Damn, woman, you ain't even ask a brother for all that. How you know I like that though? Yeah, how you know I like that? One of my ex-girls told you I like that? I told her not to tell nobody. It's like, no, bro, I'm intuitive. I'm an Aquarius sun, Scorpio moon. You know, I could read your thoughts like, damn, you're right, woman. You do be reading everything. You always say I knew you was thinking that when I say it. All right. All right, family. I love you. I'm out. Peace.